back strong. I'm back strong. I'm back strong. back strong.
Let's go.
Drop it.
Oh my god.
Come on, let's go.
And city versus city, something, it gives us a little more edge. My home city versus someone else's home city, so it's like you're fighting for your territory kind of a thing. So it's a great thing and I love about that.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Dr. Dang, and along with me is Dinkar. Today we will be seeing a game between Chennai and Rajasthan in the Skyesports League 2020. So how are you doing, Dinkar?
I'm doing great, and the kind of performances that have been put by the teams, it has been amazing.
Again, this is going to be Rajasthan versus Chennai. Rajasthan not starting too well, not the ideal start for them, but again, they came back very strongly in their second game. So I'm really looking forward to the kind of play that they can make. Ditmaker also, he's having the opportunity to come on the top of the kill leaderboard, and he has the capability to do that. He has the potential. We have seen what he can do in the past. So I really expect a lot from him as well. Coming down to Chennai side, I mean, Flex and Rafaa, they are really good, and they have the potential to overcome any kind of disadvantage that their team is in. So let's see if they will be able to put up the show as well. Thank you so much, Umair, for coming in, and thank you so much for your constant support. You have been showing up on all our streams. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you so much for coming in.
So, well, Chennai has also not gotten off to the best start that they would have wanted. They have consecutively lost 2 games, so they are in a bit of a trouble right now, or you can say they are in a bit of a pit. So, if the remaining 4 games that Chennai has to play, if they are not able to win at least 3 out of them, it will be very difficult for them to make their way onto the semi-finals. So, a very important game for Chennai and an opportunity for Rajasthan to maybe pick up a total of 4 points and tie themselves with the leaders in their group. So it will be an important game for both teams. For one, they have to fight for their life, which is going to be Chennai, and for Rajasthan, it's just an opportunity to get a little further and maybe make it a little easier for themselves to book a spot in the semi-finals.
Yeah, and it's not like Chennai has been completely out of the game. I mean, they have certainly put up the show, and in both the games that we have seen in the past, they have been the kind of team that we have been looking forward to. They always get themselves going. They come up with that first round, but unfortunately, they are not able to continue with that kind of gameplay and the performance that they actually show up with the first round. So let's talk about the prize pool right now. Southeast Asia's biggest tournament, one of a kind tournament with 8 teams representing their respective states. Now coming back to the prize pool again, 1 million INR. It's a lot of amount. First place taking away 4 lakh rupees. Second place going away with 2 lakh 50,000. Third place gets 1 lakh as well. Fourth place taking away 50,000. Fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth each get 25,000. So if you are in the tournament, you are going away with something. Nobody is going empty-handed here. And the MVP player and the star player. If you are a star player for the team, you are getting a 50,000 rupee as well. And MVP player also going away with 50,000.
That is true. So, a huge prize pool for every single person participating in this tournament, and definitely for the winners as well. So, everyone will have their eyes set on the first prize, but as we know, they will have to fight for it. They will not get it easy. They will have to make sure that they defeat all the teams that have showed up: Bangalore, Hyderabad, Delhi, Rajasthan, Kolkata, Punjab, so and Chennai. So, it is going to be very, very important that Chennai, especially today, they make sure that they are going to win this game, because if they do not, their future in this tournament is going to be a little difficult, and they will have to basically um, wait and see that the teams that are on top of them end up losing to teams that are not on top of them. But since they are already at the bottom in Group A, they will definitely have to pick up some points, otherwise they will not be able to make their way forward. And there you go, we can look at the score, we can look at the points table. Kolkata, Rajasthan and Mumbai all have picked up at least one win. Chennai has not been able to do so. Team Punjab has also not done that, but it looks like um, Team Delhi will also be joining Punjab at the bottom of Group B. So Chennai, Delhi and Mumbai, these are 2 teams that will definitely have to look at what they want to do, because if they do not, then it will be very, very difficult for any of these teams to make a future in this tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for them. And Chennai, I mean, they certainly have been a team that has started well but not able to finish well. So let's see if they have added that finishing touch here. Again, Rajasthan, they were very close to win the game against Kolkata as well, but unfortunately that didn't go through. They had a 6 point advantage, but unfortunately it did not work in their favor. And that too at match point, it makes a lot of difference. So that was a blow to their confidence as well, and a blow to the kind of gameplay they were showing. And after that, they came back very strongly. I really liked the way, I was really impressed with the way they came back in the second game, where they won both of their rounds to get the victory in straight rounds. They didn't let it go down the wire. So I guess the kind of thing that happened with them against Kolkata, they wouldn't have wanted it. And I was certainly impressed with the kind of gameplay that was shown by them. Hewan also stepping up, one of the players that has got a lot of support, just because of his previous laurels. I mean, yeah, he got that, and he certainly deserves that respect that we are always talking about. So that was something that I was looking forward to. Hewan coming up, Deathmaker also making the play, one of the top players. Deathmaker has been, I mean, every time Deathmaker plays his game, he's always at the top of the kill leaderboard. So that shows you the kind of heavy lifting he's doing for his team, and his team needs him to step up if they want to win. Every time Deathmaker has made the play, every time he's going for those 2Ks, 3Ks, it's Rajasthan going away with the victory. So let's see if that will be coming in. Hewan, certainly he was kind of off in the first game, but in the second game he certainly paid off. The confidence that his team was showing in him, that paid off, and there was a lot of synergy between Hewan and Deathmaker that actually got them the win. We could see that they have put that confidence in them, because whenever you're going for a split, I mean a 2 or 2-3 split coming in, then there is a there is a decision to be made, that who's going to go on the two side, who's going to go towards the three side. So you need a very strong player on both the sides who can get a kill, who can get you the advantage. And we saw Deathmaker and Hawan taking that opportunity to step up. Talking about the top 5 players, they are right on our screens again. Deathmaker, still, I mean, he's going to play today, so I guess he's going to go over the players. I mean, that's a very very feeble lead that I can see right now. 116, 125. That's only a 9 point difference between the first position and the third position. So Deathmaker certainly, even if he plays around 3 to 4 rounds, that's going to be enough for him to close in on the distance. Again, talking about the top players, again, it's going to be skills and Rossi as well. Rossi has been amazing with when he gets the operator. I mean, he's amazing. And Deathmaker, we cannot praise this guy enough. I mean, the kind of gameplay he puts in, that's amazing, and he's good with every gun. It's not like he's bound by any gun or something like that. He's good with every gun. He gets Strixx also making his way on the fourth position, lightning fast. One of the players who is actually lightning fast, living up to the name. I really like it. I mean, we talked about him being the kind of flash that you would want in your team. He's very quick to respond as well. And yeah, reflexes. I mean, when you have these kind of professional players, you cannot actually, if you're praising the reflexes, then as well, that shows you the kind of aggression, and that shows you the kind of speed they have. When everyone is having that kind of speed, and then also you're able to stand out, I mean, that actually shows you how much of a hard work these guys have put in. I'm really looking to see those flicks from Deathmaker. I mean, taking one on the right and then at the same time moving towards the left side and taking another. I mean, that has been amazing from Deathmaker, and I always look forward to him getting those kills. But let's see if Chennai has a plan to switch him off, because we have seen Chennai coming up with a lot of good plans, and fighting those opponents, and they are able to fight the demons inside them in the first round. But I don't know what goes wrong with them in the second and third round. So I'm really looking forward to that. We have the team on our screens. You will be able to see that team Chennai on your left side, team Rajasthan on your right side, and these are the teams. I mean, we have seen a lot from both of them. They both have had 2 games each, I guess. So yeah, let's see what they will bring to the table today. Rajasthan certainly has the edge just because of the one win that they got. Chennai still looking to open the accounts.
So, I mean, Deathmaker, definitely he is going to be an interesting and a very, very good showing up for Rajasthan if he does. But what I feel is going to be an important thing is whether Rafaa is able to do that for Chennai, because we have seen that when Rafaa is able to pick up those 2Ks, 3Ks and make his way into sight, he does end up getting Chennai the win. He has the support from Flex as Deathmaker has it from Hewan. So both of these two entries that you can say, because Rafaa is going to be on the Phoenix most probably, and at the same time, if you're looking at it, Deathmaker is going to be on the Jet. So both of these players, their entries, but they will have the support from a player of each of their team, which is going to be Flex probably on the side of Team Chennai, and it is going to be Hewan most likely on the side of Team Rajasthan. So there you go, Deathmaker and Rafaa. Their kills pretty similar, but the deaths is what separate them. Rafaa, he has not been able to perform the way that he usually does. He has not been able to perform at the level that we know him. But Deathmaker, honestly, just amazing. More than a 2 KD. He is definitely going to be the standout performer for us as well as for Rajasthan. Maybe like if Deathmaker performs, then it is going to be very, very difficult for Chennai to come back from whatever they are dealing with.
Yeah, very well said. Thank you so much, VK, for the compliment. It means a lot, and we'll try to keep up the momentum when the game goes on as well. Thank you so much, Suhas, for coming in. He's definitely supporting Rajasthan today and Hewan. Let's see if Rajasthan and Hewan can actually shower some happiness onto their fans. But now talking about the head-to-head, I mean, Rafaa. He's not having the bad stats. I mean, he's having very good stats, but it's just Deathmaker who is overshadowing all the stats that you are seeing. I mean, a KD of 2 in this kind of tournament where there are a lot of professional players coming in. You have this kind of edge cutting competition, but still he's able to get that 2 KD. It shows the kind of player he is. Flex also, very similar kills and death ratios coming in there, 91 to 92. M certainly having the edge there with 98 kills and 71 deaths. Phoenix, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you'll enjoy the show today as well. He has also been one of the regulars that I've been seeing on the stream. Flex and MW, I mean, these guys are amazing as well, and we have seen what these guys can do. So today it's all about these players stepping up. I mean, Deathmaker, have one MW1, and then Flex and Rafaa. If that synergy can come in, that we have seen in the first rounds from Chennai, and if they can continue with that in the second and third round, maybe Rajasthan is going to have a very tough day. But again, we have seen Rajasthan having that firepower in them, having that potential to come back and actually totally decimate their opponent. So we'll have to see what happens today. The match is going to start in a few seconds. I know every one of you is waiting for the game to start, but I like to hear your predictions. I know Chennai supporters will predict the score in Chennai's favor. Umair and company. I mean, then we have Suhas as well. He will give the quotations in the favor of Rajasthan. But I really need to know what is your score prediction. I mean, what is the score you are expecting today, and who's going to win? Yassine, thank you so much for coming in as well. I hope you are enjoying the stream. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm reading all the comments. I would like to hear from you as well. Thank you so much, chat, for all the love and support. And dang, it's going to be a tough game. We cannot really predict who is going to win just because of the unpredictability that Rajasthan brings to the table. And then if you talk about Chennai, they are not having the bad days. I mean, they're not having completely bad days. It's just that they are completely switched off in the second and third round. So that has been going against them. So what do you think? Like, who's going to get the edge today?
I mean, if the first map goes to Chennai, I would honestly be scared for them because we have seen them do that. We have seen them take the first map and then not be able to do anything on the other two. And there you go. The map that we will be playing is Ascent. Rajasthan on attack, Chennai on defense. So Chennai starting off with the advantage. Rajasthan not going to be on the side that people would have wanted to start off on, but nonetheless, they will be able to finish it off strong on defense. So I'll say that if Chennai is able to pick up quite a few rounds before the half, when the split comes in, if Chennai does have a healthy lead, we might be able to see Chennai maybe slog it out at the end. But if Rajasthan is able to get even a 2 round deficit or maybe even an equalized, not to mention a positive score for them, then it will be very difficult for Chennai to come back from that. So if we have to do score predictions, I honestly, this is not going to be the team that I'll be supporting, but this is just going to be score predictions based on how we have seen teams play. Stating that this is the first map and Chennai does statistically take the first map, I'll say that Chennai is probably going to win this first map 13-9 or something like that. And I just hope that we see a showing up from Chennai in the next two maps, because the last two games that Chennai has had, they have been very good at the start. They have picked up the first map, but then the other two maps, 13-6, 13-2, 13-4, those are not scores that you expect from a team like Chennai.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about, the kind of switch on and off performance coming in from them. But yeah, it's going to be really difficult. Just going by the statistics, Chennai has the edge. But again, Rajasthan has the potential to come back. So anything can happen here. Anything goes when these two teams are up against each other. Even if you look at the comments that have been made by our friends in the chat, they are not predicting a very heavy score. They are going for like 13-9, 13-10. So it tells you, even if you're a fan, you're not able to give your team the complete advantage. It's just that you're a fan, you're going to give them a 2-3 point lead, but still that shows you the kind of competition that is going to come in, and both the teams will be able to have a very good outing. I'm really really interested in what the score line brings us, but again, I'm really satisfied with the response of chat as well. They have predicted a very close game, so let's see if Chennai and Rajasthan can play up to the mark and can bring that close competition that we are talking about right now. Again, the picks will be coming in. I expect a jet on the both the sides. I mean, that's a not that difficult pick. Breach coming in as well. Cypher has been picked, so no Sova on the attacker side. But I think defenders will be going in for that. So far, I mean, Sova and Cypher both on one side. So defenders, you need that kind of information. So I really appreciate that pick. But will it work in the field? We'll have to wait for that.
Well, there is a change in the lineup from Team Chennai. We have seen Killua come in as well as Tamilian J. So, Tamilian J, we have seen him have quite a bit of support in chat, and we have seen some very good Omen plays coming in. But one thing that is going to be a big deal is that Hevan is going to be on the breach, and Deathmaker has shifted off the jet onto the Rena, while Team Chennai, we are not really seeing. Oh, three duelists.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my. Okay, so all right. So either this is going to be a straight Chennai map where they are just going to fight and they're going to shoot and that's it, game over. Otherwise, it's just going to be a very difficult game for Chennai to hold on to. I mean, yes, I mean, they're on attack. On top of that, they don't have any sentinels. They have three duelists. Okay, yeah, they don't have any sentinel. They have two initiators. Sorry, they have one initiator and one controller. Controller being the Omen, Sova being the initiator, and three duelists. So it's going to be interesting to see what Chennai is going to bring to the board. Honestly speaking, even if this doesn't work out for them and they do not win the map, this is going to be an exciting map nonetheless.
Yeah, this is a very bold move from them, and that shows you the kind of strategy they have made today. They are very upset with the kind of games they have had in the past, just because they win the first, and then it's very frustrating. You start well, you go on to win the first round, and it looks like that you're going for that win, but then then you just lose it at the end. So that's something that they really don't like, and that's why I guess these changes are coming in from them. Let's see if that works out as we are going on to our first round. Again, the first two rounds, we are going to see. I mean, both the teams, they might get around each. That's going to be one of the things. But I'm really excited to see what the strategy is coming in from the Rajasthan side. I'm seeing a 4-1 split, I guess, right now. We'll have to look forward to that as well. If they can commit completely to the site in the get go, it would mean that they want to just go all in the start only. They don't want to delay it too much. That will be the lack of patience coming in. But anything goes. Chennai will be having a lot of patience just because they are on the defender side. Let's see what Rajasthan is thinking right now. Do they want those initial kills? Do they want that initial information? Or do they want to go all in and try to get that round as quickly as possible? It's still unclear. Let's see what happens.
Well, MW1 is going to start things off. He'll be on the jet. So fast boy jet, or rather fast girl jet, is going to be the play for him, as the Million J is going to be holding an angle from tree. But there you go, the peak comes off, as MW1 is not yet certain whether he wants to push inside or not. The cloudburst comes in to protect his push, but Flex is just going to be playing this very safe. Neo has already started off the plant. Deathmaker is going to spot the Million J. That's going to be the end of him, as it is going to be the first kill that goes to the man himself, Deathmaker, as Jet makes her way up. It is still not going to be enough. Flex falls to MW1. The Ghost being very good in close range with headshots. And there you go. MW1 is going to pick one up onto Killua as well. It's all down to Stoner as well as Rafaa. The Leerai comes in, but the smoke is going to prevent that. The recon bolt comes in, but that will get destroyed as well. Now the Sova will have a big job. Rena does get flashed. She does pick up the Soul Orb, but she's going to get spotted. And what a shot coming in from Rafaa, but that is not going to be enough, as Deathmaker is there for his teammate. And that is the first round going to Rajasthan.
I mean, there were a lot of duels that Rajasthan won in the starting. Deathmaker starting the proceedings. You see how quick he is. He got that shot really onto the head, and that gave him a kill. And after that, the other kill coming in as well. And Neo was very efficient with the plant that put that extra bit of pressure onto the Chennai side. And Sova was really late to react on the Chennai side. I saw that he was still on the B side. The plant started. He was slow to react. That gave the numbers advantage to Rajasthan, and then it was all Rajasthan. Yeah, Chennai came in with with those retakes, a kill or two, but unfortunately that was not enough. Again, we are moving on to the second round. Let's see what that brings to the table. MW1 did start the proceeding in the last game. The tailwind cloud was coming in at the same time, but it's going to be Heavan getting that initial kill. Rajasthan is certainly looking very good here. Flex finally putting an end to MW1. That will ease out the pressure over here, but it's going to be Deathmaker again with that kill, and he makes it work. He makes the play right now for Rajasthan. Breach is very low on health. That kind of creates an extra bit of pressure for them, but Chennai, if you look at them, they are also very low on health. They are down to 3 players. That's not going to be enough as Deathmaker comes in. He gets rid of Stoner as well, down to 2. Chennai is really struggling in the first 2 rounds. This is the round that they would want to win. This is the round that they would want to go away with. Rafaa comes up with one. Flex also taking away one, and Chennai is certainly looking to come back here, but is it enough? With Rajasthan down to the breach and the Cypher, Chennai is looking to come back. They have Rena and Jet, but is it enough? They will try to move in. Haywan looking for an opportunity as well. He started the proceedings with that 1 kill, but that's not enough. Neo still up and running for his team. He has been very efficient with the plants. He will go for those shots. Unfortunately, not able to connect. The full rotation will be coming through from the opposition. They know that the plant will be coming in a little late. The rush comes in. Haywan getting a kill. This is the kind of Haywan we have been waiting for. He is, he's coming back very strongly today. He's really quick. We have seen the kind of gameplay he can show, but it's going to be Rafaa getting one onto him. 1v1. Neo does it for his team, and it's going to be Rajasthan going to go away with another, I guess. I mean, that was very good coming in from Rajasthan. The kind of play they showed. I mean, the outing from Chennai was also really good. They came in. Rafaa tried to change the game, but Haywan was certainly too good at the plant side. Unfortunately, he was shut down as well, but then Neo got the job done. So it's really good to see that all the players from Rajasthan are stepping up. It's not just Deathmaker today. Haywan getting those kills as well, and it's really good to see the retaliation that is coming in from Chennai. Rafaa making that play, getting that kill. Amazing game coming in from both the teams, and this is the kind of competition we did expect from the game.
That is true, and I mean, right now the 3 duelists have not yet. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but the lineup that Chennai has, I was expecting this to be a very difficult hold for them. Somehow that has not been the case, so it looks like Chennai is ready, and what a shot by Deathmaker. He's going to completely remove the Million J from the map, but Rafaa is going to join the party. He's going to pick up MW1. Neo gets rid of Rafaa instead. Now it's down to Flex. He is going to look to make his way in with the door, but he will just about get locked out. He's going to break that and still get snacks, and that is a very smart place. Flex and Kilwa coming in. They're going to pick 1 kill each, and now Rajasthan's going to be in a tough spot. They have a 2v3 of post plant, but will they have the manpower to do this? Both these players are going to be under heaven, and that is not a place where you want to get stuck, because Flex is going to peek 1. Deathmaker is going to get taken out, and Flex, a 3k, is going to put an end to Neo, and Chennai are finally able to put the full buy round in their pockets, and that is honestly a very good start to this map.
I mean, I guess they're the kind of team that are not too good with pistols, not able to take away those rounds. I mean, we have seen Hyderabad doing the same. They are not able to, close in on those pistol rounds, but after that, they are just a beast that is very difficult to stop. I guess the same thing is going to go with Chennai as well. As soon as the full buy came in, they came back very strongly. The things, I guess one of the things that is not working for them, MW1 playing very aggressively, going down very early. So let's see if that works out, because that has been the thing. I mean, even if MW1 is going down, there is still, Deathmaker making the play, and then Neo also stepping up. Heavan has been taking those kills as well. So I would like to see MW1 come up as well. Let's see if he'll be going down, early, and it's going to be Flex going to, take away Deathmaker very early to the game, and he knows where the players are coming for. They know that, the Rajasthan side is going all in every time. So as soon as they got that 1 kill, if Rajasthan can take a full rotation, maybe surprise their opponent, that would be very good, but they are not going for it. They are actually going to run into the opponents completely. Let's see if that will work out in their favor. Rajasthan still 4 men up and running. Chennai down 4 as well. Neo goes for the plant. Spike has been planted, even if it was a total chaotic situation on both the sides. Still he got that plant, but it's going to be one of the players from Chennai getting that kill onto MW1. MW1 has been shut down again. He takes a bit of time to get himself up and running, but let's see if that works out. It's going to be Stoner getting another kill onto one of the players of Rajasthan. Going to be Snacks taken out. Neo getting that kill as well. Neo has been certainly standing up to the task. Hewan stepping up again. He gets that kill. Neo takes another. He has planted the spike. He's taking kills one after the other. Another Chennai is down to 1. He's going for the defuse. He has exposed his position, and Heaven will certainly not let that go, as it's going to be Team Rajasthan going away with another. But this is certainly turning out to be a nail-biting finish. This is certainly turning out to be a cutthroat competition that we did expect both the teams, and I can see each and every player, even if Deathmaker was out early. Still, Neo has certainly improved a lot today from the last few games that we have seen. He's planting those sites. I mean, he's not thinking about too much things. He knew that there was a chaotic situation. There were actually 9 to 10 players at that site, but still he was able to make the play. He was able to plant that and get that extra pressure onto Chennai, and that actually worked in their favor, because the last player, he exposed his location just because the spike was planted. It's going to be Rafaa starting with the proceedings to again take out Neo. But this guy is on a fire today. Has he taken a page out of Deathmaker's book? Because he's certainly making the play today. Neo getting that kill eases the tension on the Rajasthan camp.
Well, that is certainly the case, as Deathmaker is going to pick one onto Stoner as well. So starting things pretty strong for Rajasthan. It's going to be a 4v2, as this round almost looks like it is going to be game over for Chennai unless they can make some amazing plays. So Snacks is going to pick up one more kill. That's Flex off the board. Now it's all down to Tamilian J. So not the best round. He is able to salvage something from it by picking up that Vandal. So a little easy on the economy for Chennai, but they will definitely have to make sure that the first round that they have taken up does not get into their minds, and maybe they should be able to play this out safely, as it looks like the Million J is going to get spotted. He'll still land the kill on Deathmaker, so that is something in itself. Like Deathmaker, he usually doesn't miss his shots, but at this point it's just a matter of time for Tamilian J. His position has been called out. There's no way that he's going to be coming out. The flash comes in, the peak is going to be coming in, and there you go. Hevan's going to put an end to Chennai's hopes on this round. So I mean, honestly speaking, Chennai played that one round very well, but that is how we have seen things happen for them. They are able to pick up a round, but after that they just kind of slow down for a bit. Then maybe they pick up some more rounds, and even if they do manage to pick up a map, the same thing continues forward for the other map. So if they want to win this, they'll have to make sure that that does not happen.
Yeah, and Rajasthan has certainly been on a high in the rounds that we have seen in the past, taking away 80% of the rounds. So I mean, I'm really waiting for the switch, and I hope that the difference is not too much between the two teams. But Deathmaker is certainly having some other plans. He gets the proceedings, up and running, taking one of the players from Chennai, denting the Chennai side right now. They are already looking down and out because of the 3-point lead that Rajasthan has, and with that one kill, it eases the tension. But again, Killua, he had the opportunity to take that player down, but unfortunately will not be able to do so, just because it was a 2v1, I guess. That actually created a lot of trouble for him. Killua has been finished off. Snacks going for the plant this time. Let's see if he'll be able to do that. Yes, he will be able to do that. He will put that extra amount of pressure. Stoner, he has got the information, but is it enough? He has actually the position of one of the players, but not going to work, as he's having enough cover to deal with. Again, Flex coming in with that operator, unfortunately misses out on the opportunity, and he's not going to get the other peak. I mean, if your opponent has the operator, you know that you're not going to give a peek unless you are one of those players. I mean, we saw one of the players in the past. You get that peek, you get that kill, and again, one more kill coming in from the Chennai side. It's down to a 3v3. The game can go anywhere. Stoner gets that kill. Amazing shot coming in from Chennai, but Rajasthan is certainly looking to come back. Neo is certainly standing up to the task. He gets another to put it to a 1v1 situation. It's down to a 1v1. Neo going for the spray. Will he connect? No, it's going to be Stoner who will get this round away from Rajasthan. No, actually, Rajasthan will still go away with the round, even after Chennai getting that kill. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, the plant that Snacks did, the efficient plant that he did, it actually bought Rajasthan a lot of time, and it actually got them the victory.
That is true. I think that, I mean, this shot by Tamilian J, honestly, very good. Smart play coming in from Snacks, but unfortunately showed his head a little too early, and that was the end of him. So, nonetheless, Chennai almost coming close to picking up another round, but unfortunately time not being on their side. So Rajasthan, they are definitely, I mean, what I have seen in the game till now is that the breach pick is honestly helping them quite a bit. Like the previous round, in fact, before the one that we just saw, it was basically Breach who held on to Heaven control long enough as Deathmaker is going to pick one up. Stoner, that's not the place you want your bow and arrow out. That is not the play. Flex is going to pick one up onto MW1 while Hevan is going to get rid of Kilua. So a 4v3 in the favor of Rajasthan. Chennai, they will definitely have to come back from this, because if they do not, they will give themselves a very, very big disadvantage to come back from. And I mean, at this point, with the half by round, Hevan picking up another kill, this is going to be very, very difficult. Deathmaker still looking on to hold on to your mid or tree, as you say, but Rafaa, he's going in for the backstab as the Million J is going to get taken out with an easy shot. And there you go, Snacks is ready for Rafaa's backstab as well, as it looks like Rajasthan, they are just going, I mean, Rajasthan, they're just not stopping. They do not want to spend any more time than is needed on this map of Ascent.
Yeah, I mean they have been really good, but Rajasthan, that kill coming in from Deathmaker, he's very aware of his surroundings. As soon as he gets the opportunity, he gets that kill done. And Rajasthan, I mean, they have got a 5-point lead. That's certainly going to work in their favor. Again, I do want Chennai to come back. I want a cutthroat competition coming in, but still Rajasthan is certainly looking like a very good team here. They are able to make the play. They go for those efficient plant that gives them an extra time in their hand, and they are able to utilize that to a very good level. Let's see if Rajasthan will be able to come back. If Chennai will be able to come back. Chennai still has the numbers, but they haven't been able to put those numbers to good use in the past. That is why we have the 5-point lead right now in the favor of Rajasthan. Rajasthan has been going for an all-in from the past. We have seen that, but this time I guess they are trying to gain some information. They are really thinking that maybe Chennai will be able to come back, and they don't want to give out any chances. They have their players positioned really well. I mean, they look like they are going for the A plant, but we can expect a complete rotation coming in from them as well. No kills whatsoever. Both the teams going for a very patient gameplay, trying to get as much information as possible. But let's see who's going to be on the positive side of this, as Flex is certainly ready with his operator. Unfortunately, won't be able to do much of a damage as his location is being revealed. So coming in very handy, but Rafaa will start the proceeding. He will get rid of Hewan. A very good first pick coming in from him. Neo will try to go in as well. He has been a different Neo from the last 2 games that we have seen. But again, Hunter's Fury will come in from Stoner, and he will get rid of 2 of the players at the same time. And this is the Chennai we wanted. I mean, as Rajasthan wanted to go a little patiently, and I think that didn't work out for them. They were going all in, and that was working out. But I guess this time delay that has given Chennai an opportunity to come back.
Well, that was interesting. The way that Rafaa as well as Stoner played that was actually pretty smart. I did not expect that kind of coordination coming in from them. The second the Lure Eye came in, they almost predicted the place that the player would run to, and the Hunter's Fury came in, and I mean, that was pinpoint coordination. So Chennai picking up another round, though that was on the back of a very good play by 2 players, as well as the use of their ultimates. But at this point, you can't really pressurize or criticize them for any of it. They are just looking to do what they can to pick up rounds, because it is in fact very, very necessary. They are down 6-2. The split is going to be coming in very soon. You have 4 rounds before that, and if you do not do damage control right now, because right now the best thing that Chennai can do to protect themselves from not getting into big trouble on attack is that they get 6-6, and 6-6 is actually a very good score for Rajasthan to start defense on, because they will be going on to a defender sided map. They will already be having the momentum. They'll already be ready to take these gunfights, and if Chennai does not do something about it, they are already in a pit. And Rajasthan, they're just looking to make sure that they can get the advantage that they need. I mean, Rajasthan can do a 10-2 right now if they want to do it before the half, and a 10-2 on Ascent when you're on attack, I don't think that you're going to be coming back from that.
Yeah, lyrics. I mean, it's not a complete comeback, but it's the start of a comeback that we would want to see. But again, talking about the game itself, Neo, he's certainly stepping up today. MW1, he has been shut down very early, but I don't really get the point. I mean, why Rajasthan started to go a bit patiently? They had things going in for them. They were trying to go all in, and it was working out every time. They had 5-1. As soon as they started to take it patiently, things didn't work out for them. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to. Snacks also getting a few kills. He came up in the 5th round. I mean, that there were a few kills for him in that as well. So that was very good. But I mean, when if you talk about Rajasthan, when they go all in, that has certainly been working for them. They have been getting those initial kills, but if they go a little patiently, it allows Chennai to actually come back and get those kills. And when they get those kills, when they get the numbers in their favor, they certainly change the game. And Strixx is all ready with his operator as well, so they don't want to allow him to put it to good use. So I'm really very confused about the strategy change that is coming in from Rajasthan. But I guess since they lost that round, maybe they will be coming back again. They are very unpredictable, just because they go in for an all A plant, then they go in for an all B plant. And since this is the kind of strategy they have put in, they have the opportunity to go for a complete rotation, and that would also put the Chennai side in a lot of confusion. But still, I have not seen a complete rotation whatsoever coming in from any of the sides. So that's one thing. But I'm really confused about this strategy change coming in from Rajasthan. If something is working well, you don't need to fix it. But again, it might be the unpredictability coming in from them. Let's see if that works out. But Rajasthan, they certainly don't want Chennai to come back, because if Chennai gets going, they have the potential to actually close in on that distance. It was 6-1, then it became 6-2. It might become 6-6, and Rajasthan certainly wouldn't want to have that.
So, I mean, I agree. Rajasthan's strength is the fact that they are playing it really fast. Chennai is not able to
Yeah.
keep up the pace with them. Um, they are able to pick up those opening frags. Even if they drop a frag, they're able to get the refrag really quickly.
Yeah.
So that is the reason that Rajasthan is playing this, was playing it very fast. But Chennai, they are a team that really thrives when the other team takes their time to figure out what they want. Because the second Chennai realizes what you're trying to do, Chennai is very strong at it. It's just that they take a little longer to get used to prepare for the push that is coming in. And all the rounds that Rajasthan has played slow, they have lost. The third
Yeah.
round, the full buy round, they played it slow. Post plant, they lost that. And this round, again, almost a post plant, they played it slow, they lost it. So if Rajasthan wants to keep getting rounds the way that they have, they definitely need to play this fast. And if Chennai is going to be a team that wants to come back from this, then they will definitely have to make sure that they put Rajasthan in a spot where they are forced to play slower. So maybe that could be going in for some aggressive peaks in the first seconds of the round. Maybe scare the team of Rajasthan, thinking that, oh, maybe there's another peak coming in. Maybe there's an operator player over there. Maybe slow down the tempo of the game. And that is definitely going to be helping Chennai play the way that they really want to play. But if they let Rajasthan keep their aggression unchecked, then Chennai is going to have a big problem.
Yeah, and Vin and Ike also coming up with a very good point. Rafa is having a very good mechanical skill, but let's see if that comes into play, because if he gets going, maybe things will change into Chennai's favor. But then again, if you look at the situation right now, what Rajasthan is doing good, they are going for an all-in attack. The planting has been very efficient from them. That allows them to have a little bit of extra time in their hand, and that allows them to put that extra bit of pressure on Chennai, and then they start to go all in. It's all chaotic down in the middle, and then Rajasthan is holding very good angles. As soon as a kill comes in, the retake comes in at the same time as well. So they have been pinning each and every player. That's what I like about Rajasthan right now. But the I mean, they don't feed off information gathering. They just commit to one side. It has been the kind of gameplay: you commit to one side, you go in, doesn't matter whatever happen. I mean, if even if all the five players off the defense are present there, you get that one kill, maybe the retake comes in, then you will be coming back. They have the potential. They have Heavan, Neo also standing up to the task today, then Deathmaker also taking those kills. So they have the potential, but I would like to see more of that Rajasthan than the information gathering Rajasthan, because that didn't work out for them. You actually pointed out that really well, that in the third round that happened, they were going a bit slow. Then the I guess it was the eighth round actually, the same thing happened. They tried to go for that 3-2 split. They tried to do it a bit differently, maybe that unpredictability. But that unpredictability, I guess Chennai side was thinking that maybe it will be an all B push, so all the Chennai players were on the B side. But Rajasthan allowed them with the time. If Rajasthan would have gone for an all A push that they have been doing, they would have gone on with the win. But unfortunately that didn't work out. They allowed the time for Chennai to come back, and when Chennai came back, it was all Chennai in that game. So let's see what happens. Will Rajasthan continue with the gameplay? Will they fix those little mistakes they are making? Snacks needs to step up as well. I mean, he has been showing up, but Rajasthan also needs all of their five players. I mean, they need that confidence going into the game. So let's see if that happens. And Chennai, they are certainly like looking like a good team, but things are not going the way that they would have wanted. I mean, if you talk about the past history, Chennai has been one of those teams who likes to win the first round, but unfortunately, this is not turning out to be the way they would have wanted. But again, even if they lose the first round and they are able to do what the other teams have done with them, maybe Chennai would love it at the end. Maybe we are in for a 3 round game here.
I mean, yes, definitely. One thing that I can clearly predict why Rajasthan is not able to play it well when they want to information gather is that all that they have to gather information really is that Cypher spy cam. They do not have a Sova. They have an Omen. They have a Jet. They have a Rena. They have a Breach, and they have a Cypher. So with Cypher scam, yes, you can gather quite a bit of intel. That is one of the reasons that Cypher is so strong. But at the end of the day, one bullet and his scam's gone, and you do not have any other way of picking up information. While on the other side, for Chennai, they have a Sova and they have a
Yeah.
Cypher as well. So they have, they have an Omen. They do not have a Cypher. They have an Omen, and then they have your 3 duelists. So that ways, right now, Chennai is in a better spot to play the information game. Rajasthan, not so much. But if that needs to continue and Rajasthan really need to play off information, they can use the breach in some ways where you can use his fault line to get an approximate idea that you've pushed a player off a certain spot on the map. You can use your flash to make sure that the peak does not come in. But at the end of the day, using utility to possibly clear locations is not the play that you would be looking for. While on the other side, Sova is definitely going to be a much more important and a much more stronger, um, you know, counter to the information game that Rajasthan might want to play. But nonetheless, we are looking to make our way back into the game. Flex still holding on to that angle on B side, as it looks like Rafaa will get tagged quite a bit as he will look to make a fallback. As this is looking like Rajasthan is back to their days, as Rafaa is going to fall. Deathmaker using that dismiss. He's going to get one. Will he get a second? No. Kill was going to be there as a satchel charge comes in. He does have the showstopper, and Stoner is going to pick one more up as Stoner is going to land a recon dart as well. He will spot the Cypher, get that kill. He's looking to reset his spray, but he'll run out of bullets as Hevan is going to be having the patience to get that kill. Flex misses his op shot, but a 3v2. So Chennai does have the advantage. Maybe they can take this away and get another round on board.
Yeah, rare failure coming in from for the Jet, but let's see if he'll be able to come back, as it's going to be Chennai getting another round. So yeah, even if Rajasthan is not winning this one, but it could have gone either ways. If you talk about the game right now, if Rajasthan would have come up with that kill on that point, they would have gone on with the round. But yeah, it's not working for them right now. Chennai is certainly looking to come back, and I'm really liking the way Chennai is playing. What I would like to again see from them is that if they can clog those entry points. If you see Rajasthan, they are trying to come in all in, and then they are trying to change the game. So if Chennai can be the first to reach there, and if they can completely block those points and completely deny the information to Rajasthan, maybe Chennai would be having much better days. Still, they're having good days right now. They have gone on to win the last 2 rounds, so things are working out for them. It's down to a 6-3 where it started with a 6-1, but it's going to be MW1 picking up the first kill. It looks like MW1 is starting to pick up the pace, and then it's looking very hard for Chennai because MW1 certainly hasn't been in his top form today. But let's see what happens as he starts to get going. He gets that kill, but is it enough for his team? He's trying to move in. I mean, Rajasthan certainly has the number advantage, but Killua going in with that showstopper, unfortunately not able to connect as of now with that wasted. Let's see if he'll be able to get another. But I mean, Recon Bolts coming in. Chennai trying to move in as well. I mean, they have used Soa really well, but let's see if they will be able to feed off with that information. Killua still looking for that opportunity, but Rajasthan certainly trying to make the play on the B side. They are looking for that side control. I mean, Chennai is unaware of that fact. They are trying to move in towards there. That's not going to work. But Rafaa is changing the game for his team. He gets to, but it's going to be Hewan shutting him down. But that will allow the players from Chennai to move in. One of the players, I can still see him sticking sticking to A side, but is it correct? I can see a rotation coming in from the Rajasthan side as well. It's going to be MW1 getting another for his team, down to a 2v3, but it's going to be, I mean, one of the players from Chennai getting one of the kills. It's going to be MW1 shut down. Killua getting that kill for his team. Killua starting to show up as well, down to a 2v2. Breach is slightly low on health, but that's not going to make much of a difference if he connects first. Hewan trying to make the play here, trying to get that kill. Spike is being planted. That would allow Hewan try to make the play, but he will try to go in as the spike has been planted. Stoner will shut down Hewan down to a 1v2. Will Neo make the play here? Neo has been the superstar that Chennai, I mean, that Rajasthan has been feeding off, but it's going to be, I mean, it was Strixx, I guess, who was standing till the end and was making the play. But Sova will certainly get the job done for his team. The Sova from Chennai side finally coming back.
Well, that was a very good play coming in from Chennai. Both of the players peaking at the same time, not giving the opportunity for Strixx to get one player and then get a second one. In fact, they peaked him at the same time, and that was very smart play coming in from Chennai. So 2 rounds left in the split. Rajasthan, they can still take this to a better lead than they would have wanted, but it is still going to be a tough thing for Chennai to come back from. Even a 6-6 split is going to be something that will be difficult, but it is not that it cannot be done. I mean, the last 2 rounds have been taken by Chennai, and that is something that Rajasthan, in fact, will have to keep in check, because now they are going to go in for an eco round, and that is something that speaks volumes about what Chennai has done. As there you go, Flex is back on the operator. He is ready for any kind of peek coming in from above Arch, as he has been smoked off from mid, but Rafaa is going to be his cover, as any peek coming in aggressively for Flex is going to be dealt with Rafaa. There you go, the Lure Eye comes in, that will blind quite a few players, but Flex is going to pick one onto Strixx, and that is your omen off the board. Neo is going to get rid of Rafaa, so the Stinger playing out very well, but MW1 is going to pick one up as well with the Vandal, and now it is looking like Chennai is going to be on the back foot. MW1 picking another one up. Looks like he has used his neural theft already. Paranoia comes out from Tamilian J. He has been very influential, but will he be able to do something over here, as Jet is going to be using her updraft, but the Ply Spike has already been planted. Tamilian J is going to get rid of MW1 as he looks to put his weapon into the firing mode, but it will not matter. Hewan has picked one up with the Ghost as well, as it's all down to Tamilian J. He will get rid of Hewan, but now a 1v2. The Spike has been planted for quite a bit now. I do not know how much time he has, but not too much to be guessing. He has to go in for a reload and deal with this crossfire being held by 2 people. He will look to smoke off one area, but that is not going to be helping him too much. The Lure Eye is going to be coming in again, and this is a very exposed plant. The second he does this, he might just be able to get taken out. The peek comes in from Black Box. He's had to deal with 2 people at the same time. He will not be getting anyone, as Deathmaker is going to get that, but the Spike explosion still gets rid of Neo as well as Deathmaker.
But you know, they are not too worried about that. Finally, them getting around. I mean, Chennai was looking very strong, but Rajasthan certainly wanted to come back. And I mean, Rajasthan, it certainly works out for them when they go for an all-in push. And I guess this time it's B that they are putting their money on. They will try to move in completely. I can still see a few of the players trying to move towards the A side, maybe trying to play the bait here. But let's see if that works out. Again, all the players from Rajasthan are stepping up. Chennai also coming back very strongly. Unfortunately, that Blade Storm didn't connect from Strixx, but let's see if that works out in his favor in the upcoming rounds that we are going to see. 7-4, the score lies after 3 rounds. 3 rounds still separating the 2 teams after 11 rounds actually. Deathmaker certainly got I mean, himself a kill at last to get that round in Rajasthan's favor. Now again, he will try to move in. I really like how Chennai is using their utilities. They are always denying the sightlines to Rajasthan in the past few rounds, and I guess that's one of those things that has been working out for them. Deathmaker, again, he has been denied the sightlines time and time again, and it doesn't allow him to get that information. And you know, he's very quick, so if you even completely blind him, that will be very good, and they have certainly done it in the past. It's going to be a B plant coming in from Rajasthan. Deathmaker certainly making the play there. He will get rid of Killua. Killua is down and out. Deathmaker going for that B plant, and it's going to be a bit easier, but the Chennai camp will try to move in as well. They know the angles where they will be coming from. A cloudburst coming in as well. MW1 will try to move in, and he has a player right inside. It's going to be I guess one of the players from Chennai who will try to move in. Yes, he will show himself. MW1 will make most out of it. He will get rid of Rafaa, one of the threats that MW1 is looking for. MW1 again getting another flex taken out this time. Another play coming in, but the numbers are going to be too much. Deathmaker comes in as well, gets rid of Chameleon J. Deathmaker gets another onto Stoner to get Rajasthan another victory before the switch happens.
Well, that is very, very strong play coming in the last round from the side of Rajasthan. So 8-4 is going to be the split that Chennai will have to work with. 4 rounds, if they're able to take this pistol round, which I think can most of the times be a neutral round because you do not see the attacker sidedness of a map usually in the pistol rounds or a defensive sidedness. So if this pistol round goes to Chennai, they should be able to pick up the next round with a half buy, considering Rajasthan does not force a buy for themselves. But if Rajasthan picks up this round and gets the advantage, then it's going to be very difficult for Chennai to come back from that. But I still want to see how these three duelists of Chennai are going to be doing, because the first round, this is where it all is going to be for the bells and whistles. And there you go, the lure eye comes in, a very aggressive play, Boom Buddy to follow. Everyone knows exactly where the players are going to be. Deathmaker still going to pick one kill, and that is honestly very, very cool. He's going to pick one up more, and that's going to be the Chameleon J off the board. Deathmaker, MW1 is going to join the party. Rafaa is going to fall, and this does not look like a ground for Chennai at all. They started this off very strong, but it was a slaughterhouse. They baited Chennai into coming into sight, and the second they decided to get the spike down, everyone just peeked and got the kills for themselves.
I mean, that's where, you know, three duelists will come into play. I mean, it's just one round that has happened right now. Rajasthan getting that edge with Deathmaker getting the first pick, I guess, and after that MW1 certainly made the play. I guess it was a 3k for him. But I really like how MW1 is playing in the last 2 rounds. I guess he got a 2k in the last round as well. He was kind of switched off in the first few rounds, but after that, it has been a lot from MW1 coming into the last few rounds that we have seen. And Rajasthan is certainly feeding off that. When both of these players, I mean, if when Deathmaker and everyone both were shut down, Chennai was certainly winning it, but now it's coming down to both of these players. Killia will try to move in. It's going to be a bleed point chaos. I guess Stoner gets a kill on to Snacks, I guess it was, who was shut down. It's down to a 4v3. Stoner gets rid of Heaven as well. Heaven has certainly been switched off from the last 2-3 rounds. Flex gets a kill, but he will be, in a lot of trouble as MW1 will try to move in. Flex has certainly got the job done, but is it enough for Rajasthan? They are down to 2. Chennai down to 4. Jet is very low on health. Sova also very low on health, and again Jet trying to use that tailwind to move away, but MW1 is still up and running, and it's going to be Neo getting another. Neo, this guy is certainly looking on a different level today, but the numbers are too much going against Rajasthan. It's a 2v3, and when you are coming on with the defense, Stoner gets one, and it's down to a 1v1 where Chennai, I mean, they are looking very low on health. Will MW1 get it done for his team? Yes, he will get it done. And you know, if you talk about, yeah, I mean,
he does have the time. He does have the time. Yeah. And there you go, 1.5 seconds on the clock, and he got that round.
I thought maybe I'm being ahead of time here, but yeah, he got the time there. But you know, the kind of retake that came in, those 2 kills. I mean, Neo, he's certainly looking like a different guy today, and MW1 stepping up in the last 3 rounds. You know, a 2k in the third last round, then a 3k coming in the second last round, and this one as well. He did really well to get that win for his team and to get another point onto Rajasthan side. I mean, with every point, Rajasthan is inching towards victory, but I'm really impressed by the gameplay that MW1 is showing after the first 5 rounds he had. I mean, we know that he's the kind of player who takes a bit of time, but Rafaa will start the proceeding this time with that kill, and that would put Chennai at an advantage. But Heaven, he's looking like a amazing guy here. He gets that kill onto Flex, but he will be shut down by Stoner taking that kill. And I guess it's very important for Chennai to win this round, certainly because they are on the 6-point deficit here, and on top of that their economy is also in the ruin, so they need to get back to it as well. Rafaa takes another onto MW1. Neo will certainly get back a kill as well. It's down to a 3v2. Rajasthan, they have done it in the past. They have done it twice or thrice in the past. Rajasthan has come back with this kind of numbers, but will they be able to do it again? Neo looking for that opportunity, but that jiggle didn't work out as Stoner will take him out. Neo goes down. It's down to a 1v3. A very difficult task to pull off for Snacks, but will he get the job done? I mean, it's looking very difficult with Chennai still sporting 3 rounds. I guess it's going to be Chennai going away with 3 players, which I guess Chennai will go away with this round.
Well, it could be the case, but at the same time, they do. I mean, the Omen does have a Phantom with
30
him. He is
seconds
also
left.
full HP. I mean, he has a half shield, but it looks like
Spike
he's just going
planted.
in for the save. So, I mean, with Rena on half health, he can technically make this play work out because Rena is not going to be getting healed anytime soon. She will need a kill, but if she does get that, the round is just going to end. So it looks like this is going to be a save. Rajasthan playing this smart, maybe not so. I don't know, but yes, it is interesting that they have decided to not even contest any player and just give up the round for the sake of one phantom.
Yeah, and we have not seen much of Snacks. I mean, he hasn't been the fragger that Rajasthan would rely on. But I guess it's a good decision being made
Thrifty.
here. Anyways, Rajasthan on to 10 points. Chennai will get another as they're inching towards victory here in this round specifically, trying to close in on that round deficit they have. So finally, Chennai is starting to come back. I really would like to see them this round going to a 10-10 or maybe towards an overtime. Yeah, it's still premature to say that just because Rajasthan certainly has a very good lead, but we have seen Rajasthan even when they had 6 point lead on to match point. It was Kolkata who took that victory away from the jaws of Rajasthan, so that did work out. Chennai would certainly need to
Uh,
do that, and their fans are also waiting for them. But let's see if that works
I
out.
mean, I don't think that any Rajasthan fans would like to get reminded of that Kolkata game. I mean, if I was one, I would definitely not want to have that. But Flex, he's going to take the kill on Hevan as he gets traded out with a classic, and Deathmaker with the Sheriff going to pick one up as well. So Rajasthan again started things off, and MW1, what patience. He waited to line up that shot, and then a single bullet was enough for the Rays to hit the ground. Now it's all down to Tamilian J as well as Stoner. They both have made their way into sight, and he's going to land that shot with the Phantom running backwards. That is impressive. He's going to spot the Jet as well, and Stoner is certainly making this round a lot more clutchable for Rajasthan. Both these players coming in from the back is going to be difficult for a retake. Deathmaker, he has his ultimate, he has two layers, but it looks like both the players from Chennai are going to be playing inside Boathouse. Not the best position to play in a 2v2 clutch, because once your position gets called out, a single layer from the Rena is going to basically be the end of you. He's going to spot one, he's going to land that shot. He will use the dismiss to make sure that he can survive for longer. There you go, the lure comes in, the peak comes in, and Deathmaker as well as his teammate are going to be there. Neo to make sure that the round goes in their favor. A very good effort coming in from Stoner, but I just think that peak was a little premature and Deathmaker's aim was a little better. I
Too
mean,
good. Yeah, a little too good. I mean, I would definitely say that. I mean, if you look at the attacker side, they had the prior information that Deathmaker is coming in. You can see that. But Deathmaker, he also had his eyes set that it's only going to be those 2 points where they'll be coming for. I mean, they are just a little bit too predictable. And Deathmaker being that quick, it makes it easier for them. And even when it was a 2v2, I saw Deathmaker still up and running, and he had all the utilities he needed. We knew he could do it, and he did. Do it for his team. Rajasthan will try to inch closer towards victory with another round. Outrun coming in from Stoner. He has got the information he needed. Rafaa trying to get that kill as well as he shuts down Hewan for that kill. Deathmaker trying to make the play. He gets one. Will he get another? Oh no, it's going to be Stoner on a different level today. Shuts down Deathmaker down to a 4v3. But Rajasthan, can they come back again? We have seen them. Chennai again going for that very efficient plant. They will get the plant done. Yes, the spike has been planted. Let's see what Rajasthan can bring to the table. But I can still see one of the attackers lingering towards the A side. I mean, he certainly has the capability to do a backstab. He used that tailwind to move towards the side quickly. But will it work? But they don't need it as Stoner. He's getting the job done. He gets rid of Snack. He gets rid of MW1 as well. Down to a 1v4. I guess Neo is the only player surviving from his team. Yes, he is. And he is going for the play here, and he's been damaged a lot. The backstab coming in as well. Killua will certainly take the advantage of that. The Chennai, they were low on health, but not too low. They made the play. They got away with the round. I mean, that's the one round going in Chennai's favor, but still the comeback hasn't been coming for them. Rajasthan is taking those rounds in bulk, but Chennai hasn't been able to do so.
that is true. I think that when it was a 3v4, it was still very clutchable for Rajasthan, but once the first skill got dropped in that clutch, that was game over. I mean, in a 3v for when you know where the players are going to be. You have two players. I mean, the Raze was basically dead. She had, I'm guessing, 10 HP. Sova was also down half. So I think that was interesting, but it looks like the Hunter's Fury is going to be coming in and tagging one player. That is going to be Deathmaker. He will survive after this. Looks like he's not, but the MW1 is just going to be hiding right behind Rafaa. And that was, I mean, as a spectator, I was confused whether that was the Rena hiding or was that a teammate. And then I just realized that why are there two
Yeah.
Renas on the same side? And yep, that was my answer. A headshot in the back of the head was the answer, as Stoner will not be able to see anything. The flash right in front of his face. MW1, an easy kill for him. So Chennai down to a 3v5. Rena is a little low on HP. Deathmaker, he will have to get a kill so that he can pick up a soul orb, maybe heal himself up. But it looks like it is going to be the end of Jet. No, Flex landing a clean shot on Neo. What a good shot coming in with that Vandal. And now it is a much better situation for Rajasthan. But Deathmaker, he is ready with the lure. He is ready push these players out from under heaven, as Snacks as well as MW1 will be looking to play this aggressive. This is going to be the Strixx for everything. Flex is going to get one, Snacks two, spray down. It's all down to the Raze. Her position known. Deathmaker goes down with the Phantom, and that is it. A very good retake coming in from this team of Rajasthan, and it is what it is.
I mean, Snacks is certainly joining the game here. Tanish, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you're enjoying the game. Umair has been with us for a long time as well. Thank you so much, Astro Boy, for coming in and supporting us every day. Thank you so much. But that corner should have been checked. It was very unfortunate. But you know what is happening here? Rafaa is trying to completely lead the attack right now. And that is putting an extra bit of pressure on him. We can see that Rafaa is a very good player. We know what he's capable of. But him going in front and Rajasthan taking that initial kill puts them in a very good position. So that has been happening from a long time. So let's see if any other player can step up with Rafaa being in the middle and then making the play. That can come in as well. Sonu Singh, thank you so much for coming in. Nikhil as well, thank you so much for joining the stream. MW1 trying to move in. He was really good in the last 5 rounds that we have seen. Neo is certainly putting standing up to the task. Snacks has been very good as well. He got those 2 kills. That spray transfer was amazing for him. He's certainly improving with all the passing days. I mean, with every other game we are seeing the better kind of synergy, and the players. MW1 is ready with his Blade Storm, but we haven't really seen many of the Blade Storm connecting. But this time it will connect. It's going to be MW1 shutting down Flex. As we were talking about them not connecting, but that was very brutal and clean. That shouldn't have happened there. That was amazing. Snacks trying to move in as well. It's down to a 4v4. Omen having the spike, but will he be able to plant it? This is going to be a B push coming in from them. Rajasthan trying to surround them from all the angles. All the entry points have been blocked. Deathmaker getting that kill onto Rafaa this time. Rafaa had the time, but not able to connect. Deathmaker trying to move in, trying to use up all the abilities he has right now. MW1 is waiting to connect with his Blade Storm again. He has already got one, and he's checking all the corners. The standard type of gameplay should be coming in. They know where the players are, but it's going to be Stoner picking up one of the players from Rajasthan. Stoner gets another. Snacks down to the dust as well. But Deathmaker, oh my god, Deathmaker. That spray from him makes it a 3k. And Rajasthan is going to go away with the round.
I mean, not just with the round, with the map. And now it is all Chennai if they do not do something from here. But let's all take a moment to take this in. MW1, what a swoop.
Yeah.
I mean, that was so clean. I mean, an operator being peaked with a 0 magnification scope, a 1 tap. I mean, oh boy, that was so clean. And there you go, Deathmaker back to doing what he does best, maintaining a more than 2 KD, 26 and 11. Stoner a close second, 23 and 13. MW1 joining not the KD that he would have wanted, but 18 and 17. And it is going to be Rajasthan taking this with a score of 13-6. I mean, that was a difficult game for Chennai to come back from. I mean, despite all the efforts that Chennai put in through the rounds that they tried to get consecutively, it didn't matter. Rajasthan was just the better team on ascent, and that is despite me seeing Chennai play Ascent very, very well and taking the map of Ascent multiple number of times. It just looks like today it was Rajasthan, Rajasthan, Rajasthan. That was it.
And the only thing that has worked in Chennai's favor throughout the tournament, it's been the first round. And today that also didn't go in their favor. So Chennai's fans must be disappointed. But let's hope for a comeback from Chennai as well. It wasn't just complete off performance for them. They have been stepping up in a few games. Stoner certainly had a very good day. If you talk about it, that will be revealed, Karthik. That will be revealed in a few seconds. Hold on with us. We'll be revealing that in a few seconds as well. Thank you so much for coming in, though. I hope you are enjoying the stream and the game as well. So yeah, if you talk about numbers, they were not enough for Chennai. Um, Rafaa trying to lead the charge, trying to move in, and him being out very early into the game. That puts an extra bit of pressure on Chennai. Stoner certainly, got the job done, but I would really want to see that synergy between Stoner and Rafa, and that might mean we might see a Chennai come back after that. But before, they get going, I mean, it can be too late because that happened with them in this round. If Rafa and Stoner can back up the complete team, that would work in their favor. Rafa, after that, he after he got a 2K in the 10th round, he was completely shut down by the Rajasthan team. No threats to be found for them. They were again up and running. I mean, if you talk about Deathmaker, he did what he does best, and then MW1 also. In the first 5 rounds, he was not the MW1. I mean, we are used to see, but. He certainly was very good in the last few rounds. He came in with those skills, 2Ks, 3Ks, a lot of them coming in from him. He was very good with the spray transfer. I really liked how Snacks has evolved with that spray. I was really impressed with that. And he has been a very very good player, and he has been evolving a lot. And I'm expecting to see these kinds of gameplay, a lot more of these kinds of gameplays from him in the next few rounds and in the next few games that Rajasthan is going to have.
I mean, I agree. Rajasthan going into the second map, they will definitely be having the advantage. I mean, the way that Deathmaker has been playing, that is already taken. But the way that MW1 and I mean, Neo and everyone has picked up the game from where usually you would only have Deathmaker fragging out, and it has definitely showed us in the game. And maybe the optics from Chennai were a reason. Three duelists, maybe not the play, but that is something that we cannot really predict because we did not see the lineup that they would have changed it to. But nonetheless, one more thing that Rajasthan really had going in their favor, it was that Hevan on that breach. He was definitely playing it really, really well. And honestly speaking, if there is one operator that I would suggest everyone in chat to give a try, is going to be Breach. I mean, if you're playing with even 4 people in your stack or 5 people in your stack, and you have a Breach on your team, simple coordination is going to get you so much that it is honestly amazing. Yes, solo and duo queuing Breach not going to be that really influential pick because you will need your team to help you. But if you can do that, you definitely need to give a try to Breach, because Hevan on that Breach was one of the sole reasons that so many post plants that were not in the advantage of Rajasthan
Yeah.
due to manpower came into their advantage, because that single player, that single operator allowed the push to be held off for even 5 seconds, 10 seconds. That's just 5-10 seconds less that the defense has to go in for the spike defuse.
And yeah, that has certainly worked in their favor. So Swaz, this is a mix of content creators, influencers, and the professional players coming in, and the most part of the team is from one complete state. Like from that state, pro players and influencers coming up to form a team to represent their state. So it's a mix of both, and you can see that already, right? We have a lot of influencers coming in, a lot of pro players coming in, and a lot of familiar faces coming in. So yeah, it's like that, and they are representing their states in 8 different teams. And that's it. That's the criteria for dividing the teams. And yeah, talking about the game itself, I mean, yeah, it was an all-round performance from Rajasthan. In the first few rounds, we didn't see MW1 and Snack stepping up, but in the last few rounds, that was compensated as well. And you really, the breach thing from the Hewan, and the kind of lead that they got, the Rajasthan got in the first few rounds, that 5 to 6 point lead. It was Hewan making the play when MW1 was shut down, and when MW1 came in, Hewan went to the backup, I mean, he was very good. He's not getting the spotlight with MW1 and Deathmaker getting a plethora of kills and taking that spotlight, but he certainly deserves a lot of credit as well. And I mean, the complete team of Rajasthan, the way they played, that was amazing. And that was it. So we'll be meeting you after a short break. So that will be it, and we'll be moving towards the second map in a little while. Let's see if it will be a 2 rounder or a 3 rounder after a short break.
Well, I definitely am going to be waiting for that, as you'll be back on the on the other end of this short break, and we'll be seeing you then.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Last player standing.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the second map. So, the map veto is still going on, but right now it is time for us to discuss what happened in the first map and what we can expect in the second map coming up, and what could be the consequences if Chennai does not pick up the second map.
I mean, we know the consequences. If they lose, they lose. They are going to be on a three match losing streak, I would say, just because they lost out on the opportunity to make it big when they had the first round in the first two games, and in this game even that didn't work out for them. I would really like them to come up and step up and get this round away, and then maybe we might see the third round, and third round deciding the game. That will be very good. But again, if you talk about the play right now, Rajasthan, everyone is stepping up, but for the Chennai side, this hasn't been the case, and that actually increased the workload on Rafaa, and that is showing because this is not the Rafaa we have seen. Rafaa can certainly make the play for his team. He's capable of doing those 2Ks, 3Ks, and he's certainly, he's the kind of player that you would look forward to. But this time, he's being shut down really early, even in the start. And in the end, we did see him coming back in the mid. I mean, once or twice he did that, but he's the kind of player who has the capability to do it every time if he has the support. Unfortunately, that didn't come through, and those stats, they speak for themselves. But today, this is not the same Rafa that we saw. Deathmaker again making it to the top. We saw that he had a I guess 9 point deficit when he started off the game today. He had 116. Now he has 142. So that shows you he got around 26 kills of his own to actually increase that. Now look at those numbers: 68 to 142. That's more than 2 KD. Even if it was 2 KD, that would be 136. But still, he's on 142. So that provides him the cushion to actually continue with the kind of KD he's having. And even in this game, he had a 2+ KD. So that eases the way for him. If you talk about Rafa, he has got it. He has what it takes, but he hasn't been able to show that just because of the backup that is not coming in. Let's see if that backup will be arriving, because Chennai, we saw what they can do in the first two games. It was not Chennai all out of the game. This time they are certainly looking like that, but let's see if Flex can come in today.
I mean, yes, Flex and MW1, both of these players have been very influential. Flex, I mean, his KD doesn't say so. His KD is just -1. So not the 1 KD, but MW1 having a positive KD, yes. But at the same time, Flex has been very influential with respect to how he has helped his team out. He may not have been picking up the kills, but he has definitely helped his teammates get those kills. So, and that actually accounts for quite a bit in itself. MW1, on the other hand, clearly he was having a very great game on Ascent. That last round, I mean, I can't call it anything else but completely deleting his opponent with that one tap with the Stormblades. But yes, he has been having a great game. He has definitely showed us that he is one player that you will have to look out for. And if you do not, you will have a lot of problems for yourself. So the next map that we will be seeing is Split. And this, in fact, this is going to be difficult because Chennai starting on attack, Rajasthan on defense. Split has not been the strongest map for Chennai at all. I mean, they have not wanted to go to split for quite a while, which is why we have seen them not play split at all till now. And I'm guessing that this is a Rajasthan pick, and this is actually pretty smart coming in from Rajasthan.
And even Rajasthan hasn't done so well on split. They had a 8-13 game starting on defense against Kolkata. So that tells you that defense isn't the ideal start they would have wanted. But that still doesn't take out the fact that Chennai, they haven't played on split much in this tournament, specifically against this team. So it can go either ways. I do expect Chennai to come back because of the setback that was given to them in the first round. We know Chennai has the potential to come back. They have taken out a lot of teams in a lot of games, but this certainly hasn't been the day for Chennai. And Rajasthan, starting off on a very good note. The kind of strategy they showed, I mean, that was amazing. That all-in push, the confidence that they showed in themselves, that was amazing. MW1 stepping up, that is the way for Deathmaker to make his play, to actually play with freedom. We were talking about this freedom yesterday as well. If other players are able to get the job done when you are out, so that allows your star player to make a lot of plays, that allows him to play freely. And when these kinds of players, when they go freely, the kind of damage they can do. And Chennai was certainly not able to do the damage control. But leave damage control out. What I would like to see from Chennai is the workload management, because Rafaa has been doing a lot of work. Other players need to step up. They are doing their part. We know they are trying their best, but will it work? The synergy hasn't been their strong point today. That has been one thing that isn't working out in their favor, and that is said by the scoreline as well. The game will be starting soon. I know that Chennai supporters, their heartbeats must be rising as well, just because of the kind of round they have had. So let's see how it works out for them and what would be the choice. Will the Chennai side again go with the kind of gameplay they showed in the last round, or is it going to be something different?
Well, it will be something that we will have to see. But Hevan, he's already locked into the breach. So he definitely is going to be the player who wants to play that. He is definitely the player who is the breach specialist. Kilwa picking up the breach for Team Chennai. So this will be interesting to see how Kilwa is going to in fact be performing, because we know that Hevan can do that. It's just that we want to see how Kilwa is going to be performing, while it is going to be Omen, Raze, Jet, Cypher, as well as the Breach for Team Rajasthan, while an Omen, Jet, Breach, and a Raze. So if the Cypher is locked in by Stoner, we will be seeing a similar lineup on both these teams. And honestly, it will all come down to how these players are going to frag and how they will use their abilities, because with no difference in the lineup, we can almost completely say that operators are not going to be the reason that a team wins or loses.
Yeah, and lyrics very well, very well said there. Skills do not matter a lot, and that actually speaks wonders about Hewan as well. I mean, he didn't have a lot of kills, but he was the playmaker for his team. So yeah, that comes into play. And the way Snacks has been playing in the last few rounds, he has been doing well. Neo again, very good support coming in, and we actually talked about this throughout the round, how Neo has developed, how he has evolved into a very strong player. That Rajasthan would be very happy with that, because in the first day against Kolkata, he was not very good with the game. But today, that's some exponential growth coming in from him as well. He was able to do a lot of justice to his role today, and that certainly shows up in the if you talk about the scoreboard as well. Chennai, I would really like them to come back. That, and with that said, Chennai supporters would be waiting for that as well. But right now, if you look at it, Rajasthan is looking very strong. They certainly had a very good round, and I mean, with the kind of gameplay they showed, I expect them to completely block the choke points and clog the entry points, and completely stop Chennai from making their way into the sides. But because of the kind of just because of the fact that they were very aggressive in the first round. Rajasthan on the other hand, Chennai on the other hand, I guess they would like to gain a bit of information. They would try to go for 2-3 splits, or maybe do what Rajasthan did. Let's see if they will be doing that. I can see that they're going for a complete A push. Rajasthan on the other hand, they have gone for that usual split that we see. but they have committed to the mid as well. So if an all-in push comes in, those two players on the A side, they would have to hold on for a little longer so that the backup can arrive. Will that happen? Or will Chennai go away with the first picks? Because if they get it done, they will have a lot of time since the backup will be arriving a bit late, and then they can get it done. But let's see what happens as Killua will be trying to move in. It will be MW1 starting the proceedings, will get one kill. Neo again providing that kind of backup, gets rid of Stoner as well. The star for Chennai in the last game has been taken out, but the Million J comes up with one of his own. Neo gets one as well. Flex take another, but Neo comes up with a 3k. This guy has been amazing today. We have been talking about this time and time again, and that shot just proves it. Chennai down to 1. This is not the ideal start that Chennai would have wanted, but Snacks also stepping up, getting another down to a 3v1, where Rajasthan certainly got the game away from Chennai, and it's again Rajasthan starting on a very good note.
That is true. Chennai, again, they tried to pull off, in fact, what Rajasthan has been doing, and the use of the flashes from Breach, very good, but at the same time, not enough. They did not get the kills when they mattered the most. The entry on Jet, she got spotted by that tripwire, and that was basically a free kill for anyone, and I believe it was Neo who got the kill on him, but again, we can't be sure about it, as this time it looks to be a mid push. Deathmaker is ready with the Spectre. Anyone coming close is going to be taken out, and Rafaa is going to be the person who falls. One more player is going to get taken out by Deathmaker. MW1 is going to be on the back of him. Deathmaker, he's just looking to walk through this team, and there you go, a 3k for this man. No problem whatsoever. The round started and finished off in mid without I mean, there was nothing. It was just GG easy in that round, I guess.
Yeah, no threats found for Rajasthan in that round as they went in. Utilities were coming through from Chennai as well, but they were of no use when Deathmaker and MW1, when they get going, it's kind of impossible to stop them, and we saw that coming. A lot of shots coming through, a 3k coming in from Deathmaker, and they are certainly looking very heavy right now, and very brutal on those kills. They didn't let Rajasthan come in. We were talking about this. They are going to block those choke points. They are going to go all in, and they will make sure that Chennai is not able to get that side control. This has been working out for them. And if you talk about Tariq, he's completely surprised with that game plan. I can see that with his comment. Thank you so much, Tariq, for coming in. And yeah, thank you so much, Ikasma, for the compliment. It means a lot coming in from you. Anyways, Chennai will try to move in, and they will start the proceedings with that one kill. Rafaa certainly showing up for his team. He gets the kill, but is it enough for Chennai to get this round? They certainly need it with the first two rounds. This is the exact copy of the last round that we had, and this is giving me the first round vibe here. Killua going for that very efficient plant will get it done, and that puts an extra bit of pressure on Rajasthan. They are already one man down, and after that, that plant coming in, and Tamilian J will continue that kind of wrath on to the players of Rajasthan. Another kill coming through. MW1 gets it done. Another kill coming in for his side. It's down to a 3v3. Jet is very low on health. He will be taken down. Deathmaker getting that kill. MW1 getting another flex. Will come back. MW1 getting a 3k here. It's down to a 2v1. Rajasthan is certainly coming back. Chennai down to 1. But is he having enough time? That was a very efficient that push coming in, but Rajasthan was certainly very good, and they are going to go away with third round. I mean, Chennai, I thought that they had this round in their bags, but it was all Rajasthan. After MW1, when he gets going, we know what he can do, but this kind of wrath, this kind of gameplay, it was amazing.
I mean, that was difficult to watch, and if you were a fan of Team Chennai, that is not the round that you would have expected to lose, because right after a full buy, you get complete side control. The round starts off well for you, but then right after the spike gets planted, the plays from MW1 and Deathmaker, 3v5, that's a difficult post plant to lose, and after you lose that on your full buy round, that will be a much more difficult thing, and there you go. MW1's going to make it a lot more difficult, getting rid of Stoner. He's going to get spotted though. Rafaa with the stinger in his hand is just going to melt through MW1, but Deathmaker is still going to put an end to Rafaa. It looks like this team is just playing for the trades, and Heaven, we haven't seen too much of him right now, but I'm pretty sure that in the background of the scene, he is definitely doing a lot. And Killua is going to pick one up, but Deathmaker and Hevan going to pick up two quick ones. Killua is going to respond another one, but Deathmaker with the Phantom is going to just prove to be a little bit difficult for Rajasthan, it's going to be a little too difficult for Chennai to hold on to.
Yeah, I mean, that has been turning out in Rajasthan's favor time and time again. In SAP, this is not the case. It's the players who have chosen that. And very good point made by Sanjil there. I'm very sorry if I'm taking your name wrongly. I'm very bad at pronouncing names. But Sanjil, yeah, the point here is Rajasthan has shuffled their teams a lot of times. While we are seeing a lot of teams evolving with the same lineup and a lot of synergies coming in, that point is what is making the difference right now. Chennai, they are changing one player or two time and time again, and this is big. That's the reason maybe that they are not able to come up with the same strategy that other teams are coming in with. A very good point, Sanjay. I would like to see a lot of inputs from the other viewers as well, because you guys certainly make the play. Rafaa trying to go in, he gets rid of Deathmaker. He has a lot of players in his side, but it will be Heaven. This is the guy we were talking about. He's in that background doing a lot of work. Killua getting that kill as well onto Heaven, shuts him down. It's down to a 4v3, 4v2 actually. Chennai making the play here, making the comeback. Killua gets another. It's down to a 1v1. Neo will get the job done, but will he get another? Stoner is going for the plant, and he will be able to do that. It's a 2v1 against Rajasthan. Spike has been planted. Neo has been able to do those 2v1s, and Neo certainly knows the information. He certainly has the information, but Flex coming out on top gets that kill. Amazing comeback coming in from Chennai. Let's see if they can continue with this, because they certainly need a lot of games like this. They certainly need Killua to step up, the other players to step up as well. Stoner has been getting the job done. Rafaa also standing up. I can see those bits and pieces coming together, but I don't want that to come back a lot later. That's what we saw in the last game. Yep. Those bits and pieces, they came together a bit late, and Rajasthan was too quick to respond.
I mean, it is difficult to see Chennai not changing the way that they're doing stuff, because it has clearly not worked out. They tried the aggressive play, they tried the slow play, and it didn't work out just yet. They did finally manage to get a single round, but it was on the back of an aggressive play that was made by Rafaa. He got taken out, and then it was the Breach who came in and had to make those aggressive plays. At any point in that timeline, had Rafaa got taken out, or Killua, it would have been the end of a round again. So they cannot depend on individual skills or individual plays to make this work out. But this seems to be ultimate, as Rolling Thunder is going to be coming in. Heaven has completely been given up, as Rafaa is just going to take up map control like it's nothing. And there you go, Rafaa spotted one player. He's going to drop, in fact. Will he be able to retake Heaven, though, is going to be the question. Stoner is going to put an end to Neo. So the start for Rajasthan, not so good. MW1 is going to retaliate. He's going to get one onto the Omen, and that is the million J off the board. Now it has been the neural theft. This will give every single player on the side of Chennai the average positions of every single player on Rajasthan. There is one player coming down from ramp, make that 2. Killua was going to get one, but Killua was going to get the second flex, and Killua are going to get the last finishing kills, and Chennai suddenly looking to be back in the game.
Chennai is certainly looking to come back. And guys, the point of the tournament is to increase the domain and the exposure of Valorant in the Indian esports, and you need influence for that. So this is a mix of influencers and the professional players coming in, and Skyesports and everyone around us. We have been trying to get Valorant has a very big part to play in Indian esports, and it's done so that it gets much more exposure than it is getting now, and you would definitely feel that by the viewer ratings that we are getting. I'm sure that you are getting the point right now, and we will explain it a bit later. Let's focus on the game right now. As Rafaa gets one, Killua starting the proceeding again. Killua, this guy is on a roll right now. He finishes off MW1 as well. Killua. He's making the play here. He got a 3k in the last round, getting a 2k here as well. It's down to a 3v2. Rajasthan down to 2. Again, the numbers haven't been in their favor in the last few games. But Chennai going with that Cypher with the plant. I guess it's going to be an A plant. Cypher is certainly going in. He's going for that plant. It will be a very efficient plant coming in from him. But it's going to be Tamilian J finishing off the proceedings and getting another round for Chennai. It was 4-0 down to 4-3. Chennai is certainly looking to come back here.
Well, it looks like it will certainly be that is tough. Rajasthan, they got off to a very, very good start. But after that, Chennai has certainly come back all guns blazing. So Rajasthan, it is now their job to make sure that they figure out what is happening, because if they do not at this point, Chennai will take it to a third map, and the morale as well as the general momentum of the game, that is going to be very, very interesting, and that will be something that definitely Chennai will look to gain on, because momentum is going to play a big deal in this complete comeback of two maps if Chennai wants to do it.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if they can do it and if they can close in on that distance. But Chennai has been very efficient with the plays. They are coming in, they are getting those kills, they are making the play work. And specifically, if you talk about Killua in the last 3 rounds, he has been amazing. And that's what they wanted. They wanted each and every player to step up. Killua stepping up again. Stoner has been doing the job from a long time. Rafaa getting those kills as well, easing the tension on the Chennai camp. They will start to move in as the cloudburst comes in from the jet. Rafaa will try to move in. Let's see if it works out for him, if he'll be able to get that opening kill. That opening frag has been very important, and Chennai has certainly been getting those time and time again. This time as well, they have the opening frag, that first pick in their favor. MW1 trying to ease the numbers right now. Will he be able to do so? Not giving any footsteps, trying to move in. Chennai still having the numbers advantage on their favor. The Cypher again has been very efficient with those plants, and I guess this time also he will try to go for an A plant, but Chennai, they are certainly delaying that, and MW1 will get the advantage of that. He gets that kill onto Rafaa. Rafaa has been shut down completely, down to a 4v4. Stoner will try to, change the game here. They will try to go for that plant, but will it work for them? MW1 getting another kill. Has been shut down this time as well. It looks like it's going to be Rajasthan, but Neo getting another. Tamilian definitely stepping up for his team as well. He got that kill, but unfortunately Rajasthan is coming back with very strong retakes. Snacks getting one as well. Flex is down and out, down to the Omen, and he will get flushed as well, as we are seeing Rajasthan going away with 1 round. The deficit was down to 1, but now it's again 2 points.
Well, this is difficult for Chennai. The second they get so close to getting around, Rajasthan just comes in with the gameplay that they have made work for so long, and they just pick the round up. So Chennai almost getting close enough to understanding that they can indeed defeat this team of Rajasthan. It's just going to take a little longer for them to figure it out, but at the same time, if they do not, then that will be it. And 3 games that they have not been able to take a win will definitely be dawning on them right now. But Deathmaker, he is definitely the player that Rajasthan will be looking up to right now, because they do not want to lose this one out. Stoner, he's going to get away with his life after that. Aftershock came in, but it looks like this is just going to be a slower round. The fact that this is a slower round, Chennai, they have definitely been a team who has come out on top with these kind of things. It has not been so much for Rajasthan, but it is going to be interesting to see nonetheless. So there you go. A concussion is going to be hit, but Chennai's Jet, in fact, Rafaa, is going to be very, very low on HP. So she will have to play this carefully. If she does not, she is just a single bullet away from meeting her maker. So 35 seconds on the board left. This is where Chennai will have to get aggressive. Snacks knows the position of the players coming in from garage, but the concussion is going to be coming in. The paranoia is going to be dropping. Deathmaker gets one onto Rafaa. Deathmaker gets 2. Stoner is going to fall. Flex picks one onto Snacks, but the counter rolling thunder comes in. Deathmaker 1, 2, 3, 4. Hevan is going to get the final kill, denying his teammate the ace. The Million J falls, and a very strong retaliation from Rajasthan. You could almost see the fear in the eyes of the players from Chennai when that counter rolling thunder came in from Hevan. They knew that it was time to give up that round, because they were not going to win that any problems whatsoever.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Thank you so much, Payne, for the explanation. And he certainly gets the point. Let's get started. And Karthik, thank you so much for all the positivity here. We definitely need that in the chat always. But Rajasthan, that comeback was amazing from them. And the Deathmaker making the play there. Killua, I mean, he has been shut down really early in the last 2-3 rounds. And we are seeing that time and time again. Rafaa certainly ready with his Blade Storm. Let's see if he'll be able to make it work. MW1 trying to make the play as well, as it's going to be Stoner starting the proceedings with that one one kill. Rafaa trying to move in. Tamilinjay with that very efficient plant. This is the thing that hasn't been working out for Chennai. They are delaying that plant for too late, and that actually goes against them time and time again. It's down to a 4v3. Rafaa needs that kill. He needs it desperately. Flex making the play here, gets 2 of his own. Rafaa has spotted out the player. He will get that kill, and Chennai going away with the win. I guess the main difference here and the last 2 rounds is that Chennai was very late to go for those plants in the last 2 rounds, but this time as soon as they got the opportunity, they completely committed to it. They got the plant done before the 1 minute mark, and that worked for them, and that has been working for them. I guess they have finally got the point here. It's to go for those efficient plants and then make the play, put the other the defenders in pressure, and go away with the victory. Chennai again going for those efficient plants. But if you talk about the game before that, they were delaying it for the last 30 seconds, 35 seconds, and it wasn't working for them. Let's see if it works out for them in the next few games. I certainly want this kind of Chennai who likes to go all in very early into the game and not delay that plant too much, because when they go in early, they go away with the round. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes the best strategies may not work just because the opponent is too strong with that retaliation. So those things do come into play. But I guess Chennai must go for those early plants there, because that's the thing that Rajasthan has done in the past, and they have been very successful with that. And not only Rajasthan, even Chennai, even when they go for the straightforward plants, that puts an extra bit of pressure on Rajasthan. And Rajasthan is not able to respond that quick, which makes it easier for the boys to get the job done. Let's see if Chennai will be able to do that again. They are going for the A side completely. They are committing to it. That's a complete push coming in for them, from them, a 5-man push coming in. Let's see if that works out for them.
I mean, yep, that is true. And I mean, it is just going to come down to the fact whether Rajasthan is able to figure out what Chennai has done. And there you go, another 10-second plant. Stoner, he's just going to get that, and now another retake is going to be forced by Rajasthan. I don't know how Chennai is doing this, but whatever they have done is certainly proving to be good. But Hevan, he has something to say of his own. Tamilinjay is going to pick one up. Kilua is going to get another one. He'll get taken out by Deathmaker, but now a 3v3. Make that a 3v2, as Chennai is still going to be having the advantage. Tamilinjay knows that the race is coming, but Deathmaker is just too fast for him. He's going to pick one up. A pin shell comes out, and that is difficult for the Jet to survive. She'll get taken out. Rafaa is unable to go out. It's all down to Flex. His position probably called out. He's still going to get the kill onto Deathmaker, and it's now a 1v1. The half defuse is going to get done, but no, the peak comes in from Flex, and that is almost a clutch coming in from the side of Rajasthan, but it was not to be done because Flex, he had something to say of his own.
I mean, this is what I was talking about, and I'm really afraid that after the switch happens, Rajasthan would do the same. They would go for the same strategy, and they might be on the winning side, and they might just go away with the win in the second round. I'm waiting for the switch strategy coming in from Chennai, because they must be thinking this already, that if we are using it, Rajasthan will be doing that as well. But this is what I was waiting for. A good composed push, but a quick push coming in from Chennai. They have certainly made the play. Even if it's a 3v3 in a post plant, I would still give the advantage to the attackers, just because of the fact that the plant has been done, and they have the defensive side, they have one extra task to do. But now looking at the situation, Rajasthan has certainly got them up and running with that 1 kill, and that make it 2 actually. Neo gets another. Flex will come in to even out the numbers, but will it be enough, as it's down to a 4v3 situation? Rajasthan again trying to delay the plant, trying to delay the Chennai side, trying to deny them the opening here, and again it's down to a 3v4 where Rajasthan is certainly up on numbers. It's a pre-plant situation. I would favor Rajasthan side more certainly in this round. It might be a 7-5, but we might see Chennai side coming back very strongly. They just need a couple of kills here, and they can make the play. They are looking for that. Tamilinjay looking to check all the corners, trying to move in. A lot of shots will be coming in from the other side as well. I guess Chennai side is looking for an A plant, but they might just be looking for another opening, and they might just want to rotate completely towards the other side. Flex is going to make the play. Neo is down and out of this round. A breach, very low on health from the Rajasthan side. Flex trying to go with a showstopper. Let's see if he'll be able to connect or not. Neo gets one. Tamilinjay is out of the game, but it will be Flex taking that kill onto Deathmaker. Kilua will get one of his own as well. Down to a 1v2 actually. Chennai will go for that plant, and it looks like Chennai is certainly going to go one round up again, and it's going to be 6-6 post switch. Let's see what happens if Rajasthan can come back with that last player.
I mean, Rajasthan with one player on snacks, the post plant already, the plant has already been down for some time. This is going to be difficult, but I don't think that he should go in. He should definitely just try. I mean, this should have been a save, but it's the last round, so really there is no point in going for the save as Flex is finally going to be coming in. Snacks taken out. So a 6-6 split for Chennai on this map of split. This is in fact a very good score for them because now Rajasthan is going to be on attack and they will definitely have to be the aggressors. They will have to be the team that makes the aggressive plays and starts things off. But looking at the scoreboard, 18 and 12 for MW1 and Deathmaker. Flex and Kilwa certainly standing up for their team. Rafaa, not so much, 6 and 10, but nonetheless, he is still a player that you can depend on when you do need to make sure that you're able to pick up some rounds.
Let's see if that happens. But Rajasthan going on attackers this time. Let's see if they will be going in with the same strategy. Simple Sun is here as well. He will be giving out some pointers in the chat. Let's see if he will be coming in handy. Thank you so much, Karthik, for joining in. Flag Gaming, welcome to the stream as well, and very good pointers coming in from you guys as well. But now talking about Kilwa. Tamilian J also standing up to the task, which is why Chennai has made it 6-6, even because they had the deficit in the starting, but they have managed to cover it up. But they need to continue with the same kind of gameplay. They need to get these two pistol rounds in their favor. If it's not a forced buy, Rafaa will try to move in, not giving away anything, trying to wait for the opportunity right now. It's a 6-6, so the game can go anywhere. Rafaa has the players right in front of him. He will go with that. Rafaa will take one. Will he get another? No, he will be shut down by MW1. MW1 making the play as well. Neo going for that shot, but unfortunately not able to connect any. He will have to rotate completely towards the other side. He has been spotted. Will it be an advantage coming in from the other side? Flex trying to make the play as well, destroying the boom bot completely. Rajasthan down to 4, Chennai down to 4 as well. Both the teams struggling to get things up and running for them right now. But I guess it's an A push. It's going to be an A. Chaotic push, I guess it will be coming in, but Stoner will get that kill on to MW1 to start the proceedings for his team, but Deathmaker will get that kill and even out the numbers, but Flex will be coming in as well. Deathmaker gets another. Stoner gets a kill on to Deathmaker to ease out the tension, and it is going to be Chennai getting the win. A much needed round for Chennai. They have closed in on that deficiency, and now they're starting to get that lead. Things are finally spicing up. This is what the Chennai fans needed, but Rajasthan, I mean, they wanted to win this in 2 rounds, but it's not turning out that way.
Well, Rajasthan would seriously be looking up to Deathmaker and MW1 right now because they need to make sure that these two players step up, because if they do not, Chennai is looking to take this to a third map. And on split, I am honestly surprised. I did not expect this kind of play coming in from Chennai, but they have actually been very, very good. So now it's going to come back down to the fact who is going to take this round, because this is an eco for Rajasthan. It is also, you can say, a half buy for the team of Chennai. So whoever takes this round is going to take a big advantage going into the third round after the split. But it looks like this is going to be a slow push from Deathmaker. He does have the Sheriff with him, so no amount of shields are going to cause anything as long as he is going to be hitting heads. So Hevan, he's just waiting for his teammates to do something, but it looks like the flash is going to be coming in. Flex and Stoner picking up one each. Deathmaker does get the trade, but it looks like Raze is in fact going to be stunned for now. Rafaa again just holding on to the backstab, and he has to make sure that he doesn't give away his position because he can do a lot of damage for this team of Rajasthan. All 3 players are in fact going to be in heaven, and one single backstab, a single moment is going to be it for them as well.
It's turning out to be a cutthroat competition here, and I would like to predict. I wouldn't like to predict. It's a very tough task. I would like to give the opportunity to the chat. What do you think the score is going to
30
be
seconds
at the
left.
end of the end of this game? Because it's 7-6. Nobody would have thought that Chennai would be coming back this strong after that 6-3 score line in the first half that we saw, and then it turned to 6-6, and now it's 7-6 in the favor of Chennai. So chat, let me know what are your predictions. 2 rupees ki Pepsi, Simple Sun, Karthik, thank you so much for coming in. Shanjil, what are your predictions? Thank you so much for coming in. Rafaa will get that kill. It's going to be Kilwa coming up with another, and Rajasthan looks like they are going to extend that lead to 2 points. The Stoner getting that kill onto Neo makes it a bit easier as they go on with another round. And what is happening here? Even when Rajasthan had a 3 to 4 point lead, They were not able to make the play. Chennai coming back very strongly, killing that deficit, completely eliminating that deficiency they had, and now even getting a 2-point lead. What is happening here? Is Chennai going to go away with the round? It's turning out to be a very good game for Chennai.
I mean, Chennai, they have certainly stepped up, but this is a full buy now for Rajasthan, so you can expect quite a bit of, you know, a flag fest coming in from both these teams. But then again, it will all depend on how Chennai and Rajasthan play up against each other. Stoner is going to start things off. The Spectre proving a little too strong in close range, as MW1 is going to pick up 2. He's just made his way into heaven. Looks like he will be going into CT. No, he is going to play back side, as now Rajasthan have complete side control. Chennai is looking to be the team who will now have to make this comeback. Flex coming in. He is wary about the CT side of the map, as a boom bot will be going in before he does, as Rafaa is going to get completely flashed first and then get hit with the paranoia. This is going to be interesting. He's going to get hit again with the flash, as Ayan is just going to pick up an easy kill onto Rafaa. It's a 2v4 or make that a 2v3. Flex is going to get rid of Ayan. The breach is going to be on the floor. No more flashes. The Cypher comes in, as so does MW1. Flex and Tamilian J not being able to do anything, as this is another round for Rajasthan.
I mean, simple Sun and Shanjil came with an overtime prediction. I guess it's going to come true the way these teams are playing. 2 rounds for Chennai, then Rajasthan coming back with a retake as well. And this time when Chennai had a 2-point lead, Rajasthan coming back with 1. Arpit, that's not the case, bro. Come on, that's not the case. You saw what he can do. Hawan coming up with an amazing use of utility, and after that, coupling it with a kill. It was amazing. Let's see what happens. Yeah, 2 rupees keep FC also favoring Deathmaker here. Will it work? Let's see what happens, as we are down to the 16th round now, and it's only 1 round that separates the 2 teams. Again, a cutthroat competition coming in, totally opposite from what we saw in the first round. Utilities, the use has been amazing from the past few rounds. MW1 will try to move in. His journey was put to a stop because of the shots coming through. Snacks will try to move in as well. Rafaa will get that kill onto Deathmaker. It will create a lot of trouble for him, but still we'll have to wait for the action to come back again, as it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's turning out to be an amazing game. And I mean, we had an unfortunate break, a little bit of break, and we'll be back with the stream again. But the competition that is coming in, it was 8-7 after 15 rounds, so that shows you what kind of competition it is. We have Arpit predicting a Rajasthan comeback. But yeah, I mean, Rajasthan has been out of the game for last 3-4 rounds, so I do expect them to come back strongly. MW1 gets around the back so fast every round. Yes, Shanjil, he's very good at doing those things, and he's very good at rotating, and he's very good at surprising his opponents. That's one of those things that has been working out for them. Yes, Aryan, it is live. Actually, Aryan, I will tell you the reason. There are a lot of you who don't know how the production works, and so I'll tell you that just because we are in a break. So we are doing the stream in 6 languages. So there is a feed for everyone, and the same feed is going to everyone, just because everyone can see the same thing on all the streams. So that's how it works. So everyone is getting the same feed, and sometimes due to technical issues on one of us, I mean, there are different people working on the production, different people working here. I mean, me and Kana working together to get this English stream onto you. So this is how it works. Yes, it's live. Tariq. How can you say that? Thank you so much for coming in. Siddharth coming back with the 13-12 retake. Let's see if that works out in their favor. Rajasthan comeback incoming. A lot of people are predicting Rajasthan comeback. So yeah, this is how it works. I hope you get the point right now, that how it works, and how we can land into some issues. Sometimes it happens, technical things. Sometimes it goes against you, sometimes it works in your favor. So yeah, it's kind of on and off, like the players. But what's always on? It's the AMD Ryzen 5000. I will get this time to appreciate our title partners. They have been amazing as well, supporting the Indian esports community. Thank you so much, Abhishek. Thank you so much for coming in, and please don't spam. I mean, the game is coming back in a few seconds. Don't go anywhere. Lyrics it's not like that, bro. Come on. Technical issues can happen anyway. The internet issues, sometimes something happens. Arpit, thank you so much for the compliment. It means a lot. This is the fuel that I want. I don't know about Kana, but I certainly want that fuel. Thank you so much, Arpit, for coming in. Back to the game, guys. Back to the game. Karthik, thank you so much for the support. And we are seeing this game how close it is getting with each passing game. A lot of people, they are, no Krish, it's not like that. Come on. A lot of people are actually going for that. A lot of people are trying to predict a Rajasthan victory here. I can see that. I guess all the Chennai supporters are on the Tamil stream. Maybe that's one thing, that we are not supporting that much of Chennai supporters on this one. So I guess that's one of the thing. But right now the game is turning very hot. Lyrics, thank you so much for coming in. No, bro, I don't agree with that. I don't know about we, but I'll get the point up and running here. The game is turning out to be amazingly, well orchestrated. Let's see if it works out. Let's see how it goes.
Well, I mean, the fact that you are seeing, as you think that you are seeing a stream, is in fact true, because this is going to be a live feed of the actual game going on, because not every single one of us can join into a spectator VC and see what is happening. So that is exactly the reason why you think that this is happening, but it is going to be the game that we will still be seeing. So coming back into the game, this is Rajasthan in a 3v4. Chennai, they have forfeited their lead, as a Cypher Tripwire is going to give away the position of these two players. Omen is going to use his paranoia. Plex is just standing inside heaven, under heaven, as he'll pick one kill up. Stoner picks one up as well, as that will be a simple defuse. And this is Chennai equalizing things once more.
I mean, just as Kshitij said, this is getting uncomfortably close for Rajasthan, and Chennai is certainly doing a very good comeback here. It's down to a 9-9. I can feel a third round here, and that's going to make a lot of Rajasthan fans uncomfortable, because the way Chennai is playing, in the kind of form they are in, even when Rajasthan has had a very healthy lead in their favor, things didn't work out too well for them. They would like to finish it in the second round, and a lot of Rajasthan supporters will be liking that as well, but it's not happening, because Chennai has not given up. They are making the play here, and we have seen this Chennai, I mean, time and time again. They have been coming back very strongly. They make the play, they step up when it's needed the most. Sometimes it just doesn't work for them, but yeah, they'll try their best to come up. Phoenix, Tushar, thank you so much for coming in. I hope you're enjoying. Harshh, welcome to the stream as well. But it's going to be Stoner getting that kill onto MW1 to start the proceedings. Chennai versus Rajasthan, down to a 4v4.
Well, that is going to be interesting, as the concussion is going to be coming in. Hevan will not be able to do anything. Killua will pick up that kill. He'll pick up a second one. Deathmaker does get 1, 2, 3. In fact, as he will completely turn the round on its head with 2 HP left. He's going to be the reason that Rajasthan retake the lead. And honestly, that is amazing. That was a very strong round coming in from Rajasthan side. Chennai almost had it, but at the end it was Deathmaker again and again who is the difference maker between both of these teams, and he is just looking to eke out a win on this map of Split. He does not want to go to a third one, but Chennai, they need it. They will have to fight for their lives. They'll have to fight tooth and nail for this. There is no way that Rajasthan is going to give a win on the Split easily.
Yeah, and the kind of retake that came in for Deathmaker, we know he's the kind of player that can change the game. Even when Rajasthan lost the game in Kolkata, against Kolkata actually, it was Deathmaker who was the difference maker there, who didn't let the Rajasthan side go on to an embarrassment. That was a very good fight coming in from him, and he's certainly making the play here. He certainly wants to finish this in 2 rounds. Rajasthan will try their best to come back and get a victory, but Chennai, it's only 1 point that separates the two teams after the 19 rounds that we have seen. And I mean, the next 2-3 rounds, it's going to be very important for each and every team. Harshil, it's just that our Nightbot is very strict, and he gets a hold of everyone. He has an upper hand over everyone in this chat except us mods, so that works out for them. Even when I'm using a different account, when I don't have the mod, he's hard on me as well. I mean, so you can expect that from him. Thank you so much for coming in though, and for being a good sport. But right now Rajasthan certainly wants to come back. It's down to Rajasthan. They're having a good game here, but it's getting uncomfortably close for them. Chennai certainly, after the backstab they had, after the setback they had in the first few games, They have gone on to take a lead as well in few instances, but Rajasthan finally coming back and getting that 1 point lead. That's not enough. A lot of paint shells coming through. MW1 will try to move in. Stoner has been the kind of guy that Chennai has been needing time and time again. Neo will be going in as well. Deathmaker gets one for his team. It's going to be a very important kill at this moment because Rajasthan wants to extend that lead. Is it going to be enough? He will try to move in. Snack still up and running for his team. Let's see if he can make the right amount of play for his team. He has been getting those 2Ks time and time again, but let's see if he'll be doing that. He will be doing that again. MW1 gets one as well, denting the Chennai side. Spike has been planted. Post-plant situation. Even if it was a 3-3, I would still favor Rajasthan, but they have 5 players on their side. Chennai very low on health, but they are not low on morale. They will be trying to make the play. Neo gets one. Flex will get MW1 down to a 4v2. Rajasthan has doubled the numbers, and they have Deathmaker as well, who will get rid of the million J. Hewan takes one as well, and it's going to be Rajasthan extending their lead. But is it going to be enough? Because Chennai, they have gone on to just decrease the deficit and then take the lead as well. So will Chennai do that again?
I mean, this is certainly turning out to be a very, very close game. Rajasthan, they gave up their lead, in fact, after split down to 2 rounds. Then they picked up the lead again. It was equalized, and then they have picked up the lead again. So 11-9 is going to be the score. Chennai is honestly 2 rounds away from just giving up their dream of making it the semi-final. Deathmaker is going to not make it better. Rafaa is going to fall, a very, very important fragger for this team of Chennai, but it looks like Killua is still going to be alive, and he still has a gun in his hand and is alive and kicking. So this looks like Chameleon J will be going in for a teleport. Looks like he will be making his way, but cancels it at the last moment. He realizes there is a player rotating. MW1 is going to get rid of Flex, and this is not helping. Stoner is going to come in, and Killua, oh no, suddenly the score is going to get equalized. Stoner is going to use a camp. That will give away his position probably, but the raise is going to be ready. The boom bot comes in. The peak should come in as well. No, it looks like Deathmaker is going to hold off on the pick, but it looks like he still has complete side control. Now Stoner knows where he is, and he's probably calling this out for his teammate, but as the ropes are going to be used, will he check that corner? No, Killua is going to get that kill nonetheless, as Neo and Hewan now have to do something for this team of Rajasthan. Neo does have his neural tap. He can use it if he does manage to pick up a kill, but it will be interesting to see whether the spike is going to be initiated for a long or a short plant. It looks like it is going to be a short plant, as Omen is going to fall, but Killua will get a 3k for himself. The man can get a 4k right here. Neo has to make this work. He has one player coming to heaven. He has one player at screens. This is a crossfire that he will have to work with. There is nobody close to him so that he can use his neural tap, but looks like Killua is going to be using his ultimate, and there you go. The peak should be held off for just a second, as it looks like the utility coming in from the breach is the reason that Neo is not able to survive, and Chennai are going to survive a little longer. The score is going to be 11-10.
I mean, Chennai certainly doesn't agree with lyrics, and they went on to win this, but it was a very good fight coming in from the breach as well. He did have a very good outing. Unfortunately, it's going to be Chennai going away. Unfortunate for Rajasthan, actually. Unfortunate for Chennai. They are coming back, and this is what we were talking about. Even when Chennai has the deficit, their morale is always on the high, and that's why they are able to come back. In the starting as well, they had a 3-point deficit. They were able to come back and get a lead, and if they can do it right now, Rajasthan is certainly going to worry a lot. Their heartbeats are going to increase. The fans in the chat, they will be worried for a bit as well. Boombot will be destroyed as soon as it enters. MW1 will be the guy to do that. Let's see who's going to take the first pick, because that's going to be very important. If Rajasthan can go away with the victory in this round, they will be able to put a load of pressure on Chennai, because they already have the first round, and after that they will be on the match point if they do so. Yes, MW1 comes up. He gets the kill. Is it going to be enough? MW1 has already shut down one of the players from Chennai. I think it was Stoner who got out. Stoner Stoner has been the kind of guy that Chennai has been wanted to show up time and time again. Snacks going for a very efficient plan. Everything is working out for Rajasthan this time. The spike has been planted. Flex will go in. He will take out one of the players. And Flex takes another. It's down to a 3v2. And suddenly Chennai is coming all back. But Deathmaker still stands in their way. But it's going to be Killua shutting down Deathmaker as well. It's turning out to be a hell of a gameplay. Chennai down to 2. Rajasthan down to 1. But Rafaa makes the play. And it's 11-11 again.
Oh boy, Chennai, they are certainly looking to take this to a third map, and Rajasthan is not going to like this. The comeback from this team has almost been completed. They are one round away from at least guaranteeing themselves match point and overtime, and that is something that is going to be on the mind of Rajasthan as well. They want to do this. I mean, can they do it though?
I mean, they certainly can. We saw a glimpse of it just a little while ago. Chennai coming back so strongly. They have made it 11-11 again. And a lot of the people in the chat, they did predict a overtime. So they did predict an overtime. So I guess that's going to be on the cards right now since the game is turning out like this. But let's see. Chennai, whenever they complete on the deficit, they go on to win the next round as well and they get that lead. Is it going to be Chennai coming back? Yes, it looks like it, but Neo certainly is having other plans. MW1 shuts down one as well, as Rajasthan is looking closer to get another round win. But there are two of the players from Chennai standing in that way. Neo goes for that plant. Spike has been planted, so that eases the tension on the Rajasthan side. But Chennai certainly has the numbers. They will be coming in. Flex coming in with that showstopper, and MW1 will get a kill. But it's going to be Flex getting another. He has been changing the game time and time again. And yes, it's going to be Flex again who will get another kill. Will get another point, and this has been happening from a long time. Whenever Chennai, closes in on the deficit, they go on to win the next round and they go on to take that lead. And yes, it's happening again. 12-11 in the favor of Chennai.
Well, this is certainly very interesting now because Chennai has guaranteed themselves overtime, and what a comeback from this team. From 13-6 down on the last map to this was honestly very, very impressive coming in from them. Flex 28 and 16. I mean, Deathmaker, he's still maintaining that 2KD, 32 and 16. MW1 helping him out a lot. Hevan not having that great game with respect to kills, nor is Neo, but at this point they need to get them, because right now if this single round is going to be deciding whether Rajasthan will be taking this in a quick 2-0 or will this be another map in the writing. Deathmaker, he'll start things off. The million J is going to fall, so Rajasthan started things off pretty strong. Rafaa, he will be looking to get away from that boom bot, but that still gives away his position as Deathmaker will land the shot. Get rid of Rafaa. 5v3 Rajasthan. They do have the advantage. Flex coming into screen. Stoner is going to be... Ooh, he'll still get that kill. MW1 is not going to be able to land enough shots, as Stoner with the neural theft is going to know exactly where the players of Rajasthan are going to be. Breach going to be holding on to ramp as Killua will get flashed completely. So a little bit of a slower play, but looks like Deathmaker has called in for the rotate, but Stoner is already in ropes. He's going to cut that off as Deathmaker will fall. A 3v3 now, Rajasthan. You definitely need to take this round. You cannot afford to give this up. Flex has probably understood that a rotate is going to be coming in. He has made his way into sight, but will this get checked? Looks like the tracking dart is tracking dart coming in from the spy camp is going to give away his positions. Flex playing this very close. He's going to get one. Will he get the second? Yes, he will. Can he get a third? He's going to spot the feet. He just needs to make sure he gets this one, and there you go. Chennai are going to take this to a third map. 13-11 is going to be the score.
I mean, Chennai loves going to the third round. We have seen that in the last two games as well. They win one, then they have lost two in the past two games, but this time it's the opposite. They are coming back. They are trying to do the same that has been done to them. They lost the first round, they won the second, and it was Flex, all around in the last few rounds that we saw. Flex changing the game completely for his team time and time again. He did it in the when it was needed the most. I guess it was the 10th, 11th and 12th round that he stood up, and then in the last round as well, it was amazing from Chennai winning that. Let's see if that works out for them. I mean, it was amazing from Chennai stepping up when it was needed the most. And Rajasthan, they were in the game for a lot longer, but at the end, when it was needed the most, they just weren't up to the task.
I mean, the Rajasthan, they had the option of finishing off this game right here, but Chennai, they had something else to say, and that speaks volumes about the team that Chennai is, because down from that map from Ascent 13-6, then you get a 6-6 split, you get the lead against Rajasthan, you lose the lead again, and then you come back and win it when the other team is sitting at 11. So there was a 13-11 prediction in chat from someone. I'm not really sure who it was, but whoever it was, what are you doing, man? Anyways, coming back to the game, um, split not going the way that Rajasthan would have wanted, but again, Chennai, they will definitely be pumped for the third map. Rajasthan, they'll have to dig in deep and make sure that they can pull this out and probably take it to a map that they are good at, possibly looking to go to Haven or Bind, which are going to be the two maps, but they'll have to decide which map do they not want to face Chennai on.
Yeah, Dinesh, certainly in this game they are the comeback kings. Shubham, it's still not decided. That will be shown on the stream in just a few minutes, I would say, or maybe a few seconds. That still depends on the players. But the kind of play that was being shown by Chennai in the last few rounds, it was amazing. The kind of competition they showed. Deathmaker was very good in the first few rounds, but in the last round as well, when it was needed the most, he got those two kills. Hewan also coming up with a 2K, but the other players just didn't go through. They were just not good enough for for the Chennai side there. And Chennai, I mean, the kind of play they showed, Flex certainly stood up to the task, and he was amazing with the plays in the last few seconds. And that is where the game changed. It was a 5v3 against Chennai, but still Flex taking those two kills and then coming back with another at the end, shutting down Hewan, getting that victory. Amazing play coming in from that guy.
Well, so we will be taking a short break anytime soon, as an interview for the Chennai team is going to be coming up. And if you are a player who loves the players that are in Team Chennai, or are a supporter of Team Chennai, or even if you are not a supporter of Team Chennai, I would urge you to stay in this break and watch that interview of the team that has just pulled off an amazing comeback against this team of Rajasthan. They are a team that definitely will need your attention, want your attention, and honestly speaking, they need to win this third map as well.
Yeah, they certainly need to do that, because it's looking like Chennai is looking to go away with the win. And Rajasthan was very strong in the first game, but they were not able to do that in the second game. Even when the switch happened, there was still a lot of chance for Rajasthan to go away with the victory. But Chennai was certainly too good. I mean, Flex. I mean, if you talk about the last few games, it was one-sided victory coming in from Chennai. They didn't give away any chance to Rajasthan to make any type of comeback, and that's what I like about Chennai. When in the past, when they were they were going in, they were not able to prolong that good run for them, but they have made it work this time. When they had the good run, they made sure that they'll reach the end and they will go away with the victory.
That is definitely true, because the way that Team Chennai played this out, honestly, it was very, very amazing. I mean, it takes a lot of effort to come in. I mean, to come in from a game like Ascent and then pull off a game like what just happened on Split. That is honestly very, very, very good. On I don't know what to say. Uh, I'm at a loss for words for what Team Chennai has just done, because I've been in that situation, not in Valorant, but in other games where you have been down a map, you need to come back, you need to make sure that you win that map. It goes down to the wire, and at the end of it, you are the one who succeeds, and that feeling is honestly very, very amazing.
Yeah, and even with those setbacks and coupling it with the kind of start they had, Rajasthan had a 3-point lead, even in the second round. But after that, they came back very strongly. They got the lead in their favor, and then it was all Chennai, till the end. So it was amazing from them, and it was good to see all the Chennai players stepping up this time, because we saw Rafaa and Stoner doing most of the job in the first game. Stoner also, deserves a lot of praise for what he has done. But if you talk about the last game, it was the kind of show that Flex put it was amazing, and it was a team play that got Chennai the victory. It was amazing to see all the players standing up to the task and going away with the victory. But let's see if they can continue that in the third round, because Rajasthan, they would certainly want to go away with the victory just because of the start they got. But I guess they are again they are being put in a situation where it seems like it's turning out like the game they had against Kolkata. Because if you talk about Kolkata, they came back. We have been talking about it time and time again. That's the same thing. Even when they have a lead, they are not able to defend that lead. After you have the lead, you would want to put that extra bit of pressure onto the other team just using that lead, but they were not able to do so. And Chennai was certainly making it big. They stood up when the time was right. They had a very good timing and a very good positioning as well. And they were all good, and at the end they went away with the victory. And a lot of people were predicting a Rajasthan win, and with the kind of gameplay Rajasthan was showing, I mean, it was highly probable that they are going to go away with victory. But Chennai coming back strongly speaks wonders about the type of gameplay, type of morale they have. Because at one point they were lagging, even when after 20 rounds, Rajasthan had the lead. Coming back from that point, it speaks wonders about them.
I mean, uh, it is definitely tough as a spectator to see how Rajasthan was not able to lock this out, because we can literally see how things are happening. Even the chat can see how things proceed. But the way that Chennai has pulled that off is a big deal in itself, yes. But the very fact that Rajasthan has not been able to make it work is also not a thing that I can understand. And what can we say other than that? It's now Rajasthan who has to make a play.
Yeah, and we'll be going to a short break, and we'll be coming back very soon with another round with Chennai fighting against Rajasthan to go for the victory.
Yep, that is true. And we do have the interview for Team Chennai. So why not take a look at that?
For the preparation, we're grinding hard and we are confident we can win this tournament.
I would say Team Rajasthan because they have three really good players, and I think it will be a close match, but யார் இருந்தாலும் பார்த்துக்கலாம்.
The team versus team format is definitely different, as the games are more competitive and you get to play with people who we have practiced, so there will be more coordination and it will be different. But this Skyesports League, I think it's a little different. It's in a sort of an IPL format, so you get to play with different influences, and I think it's a good experience, and I'm really excited and looking forward for the event. The main agent I'm playing right now is Jet, which is required for our team, and I've been playing that for a pretty long time, so I know it very well. But I'm also trying to learn Raze nowadays. I have been playing Raze, but I'm still trying to master it. It's a pretty difficult hero to play, so yeah. I really appreciate the support we've been getting these days. The fans have been reaching out to us, and it really encourages us to play better in the tournaments. And நாங்கள் தோத்தாலும் ஜெயிச்சாலும் எங்களுக்கு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுறவங்க கூட இருக்காங்க. ஸோ ரொம்ப நன்றி அதுக்கு. உங்களுக்காக தான் நான் ஸ்ட்ரீம் பண்ண ஆரம்பித்தேன், அண்ட் அங்கேயும் வரீங்க, சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுறீங்க. டூ சப்போர்ட் அண்ட் டூ சப்போர்ட் த டீம் சென்னை.
லாஸ்ட் டைம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வந்து எனக்கு வந்து எல்லாமே வந்து புதுசாக இருந்தது. ஏன்னா அப்போ தான் வேலரண்ட்டும் வந்துமே அப்போ தான் வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. நான் வந்து அந்தளவுக்கு ஒரு ப்ரோ காம்படிட்டிவ் பிளேயர்லாம் கிடையாது. ஆனால் திடீர்னு வந்து டீம் தமிழாஸ்க்கு வந்து நீங்கள் விளையாடுங்கன்னு சொல்லும்போது வந்து நான் அவங்ககிட்ட ஃபஸ்ட்டு கேட்டது என்னன்னா வந்து நான் ப்ரோ காம்படிட்டிவ் பிளேயர்லாம் கிடையாது, அவங்களுக்கு ஈக்குவலாக என்னால் விளையாட முடியாதுன்னு சொன்னேன். அதுக்கு அவங்க என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா, இது வந்து ஜஸ்ட் நீங்கள் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்சராக உள்ள விளையாடுறீங்க, அப்போ தான் வந்து உங்கள் ஆடியன்ஸும் சரி, அப்புறம் இங்கே தமிழ்நாடு இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்குமே வந்து இப்படி ஒரு கேம் இருக்குது, இப்படி போய் சேரும், ஸோ அதனால் நீங்கள் வந்து விளையாடுங்க அப்படின்ற மாதிரி சொன்னாங்க. நான் சொல்லும் போதே நான் அந்தளவுக்குலாம் விளையாட மாட்டேன்னு சொல்லி தான் உள்ளே போய் விளையாண்டேன், அந்த மாதிரி தான் விளையாண்டேன். பட் இந்த டைம் வந்து திருப்பி அவங்க இன்வைட் பண்ணியிருக்கும் போது ஓகே, ஓரளவுக்கு நம்ம வந்து அந்த டீமுக்கு வந்து சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுற அளவுக்கு இருக்கணும். அட்லீஸ்ட் வந்து அவங்க ப்ரோ காம்படிட்டிவ் அளவுக்கு என்னால் விளையாட முடியல அப்படின்னாலும் அவங்கள சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுற அளவுக்கு விளையாடணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஏதோ கொஞ்சம் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணி இந்த டைம் வந்து டேரெக்டாக கேம் லைவுக்கு, அதாவது அந்த ஈவெண்ட்டுக்குன்னு போகாமல் கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடியே வந்து ஒரு சில ப்ராக்டிஸ்லாம் வேறு பண்ணியிருக்கோம். அப்படின்றதுனால வந்து இந்த டைம் என் சைட்லேருந்து ஓரளவுக்கு அவங்கள சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுவேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன், நம்புகிறேன். ஸோ அப்படியே சப்போர்ட் பண்ணல அப்படின்னாலும் காட் ஆயிடாதீங்க, ஓகேவா? ஸோ என்னால் முடிஞ்சதை நான் பண்ணுறேன். ஒன்லி ஒரே ஏஜென்ட் மட்டும் தான், நானும் பாட்டும் நானும். உங்களுக்கே தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும், கில்ஜாய் மட்டும்தான். போன டைம் எடுத்தேன், ஆனால் எடுக்கக்கூடாதுன்ட்டாங்க. போன டைம் வந்து நிறைய ஈவெண்ட்டில் வந்து கில்ஜாய் வந்து பேன் பண்ணதுனால என்னால் எடுத்து விளையாட முடியல. இந்த டைம் எல்லா ஈவெண்ட்டையும் விளையாட விட்றாங்களாமா, அதனால் வந்து டேரெக்டாக போனோன்னே யாரும் எதுவுமே கேட்காம கில்ஜாய் எடுத்துகிட்டு நான் போய் ஒரு ஓரமாக பாட்டை போட்டு பாட்டு கூட உட்காந்துருவேன். அதே தான், வேறு எதுவும் கிடையாது. ஸோ ஃபேன்ஸுக்கெலாம் என்ன சொல்ல விரும்புகிறேன் அப்படின்னா வந்து பிளேயராக நீங்கள் வந்து இந்த பிளேயர் அந்த பிளேயர், இந்த டீம் அந்த டீம் அப்படின்றத தாண்டி இப்போ வந்து சென்னைக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு நம்ம எல்லாருமே வந்து சென்னை பேஸ் பண்ணி விளையாடுறோம் அப்படின்றனால சப்போர்ட் ஃபார் சென்னை டீம், அதாவது டீம் தமிழாஸ் பிளேயிங் ஃபார் சென்னை, ஓகேவா? அதனால் நம்ம எல்லாமே வந்து தமிழ்நாடு இருக்கோம் அப்படின்னா கண்டிப்பாக சென்னைக்கு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுவீங்கன்னு தெரியும். ஸோ உங்களோட சப்போர்ட் இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். வரீங்க, அங்கே வந்து சேட்டில் தெறிக்க விட்றீங்க, போட்டு தகிடன்னு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு தெறிக்க விட்றீங்க, ஓகே? ஸோ வேலரண்ட்டை எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா இப்போ வந்து நிறைய ஈவெண்ட்லாம் வந்து பண்ணிட்டு தான் இருக்காங்க அப்படின்றது நிறைய பேருக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கும். ஸோ இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வந்து ஸ்கை ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வேலரண்ட் வந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவல் எடுத்துகிட்டு போகிற மாதிரி எடுத்துகிட்டு போகிறாங்க. எப்படி அப்படின்னா டீம் விசஸ் டீம் அப்படின்றத தாண்டி இப்போ எப்படி எடுத்துகிட்டு போகிறாங்க அப்படின்னா ஸ்டேட் விசஸ் ஸ்டேட் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு ஐபிஎல் செட் ஆஃப் இதில் எடுத்துகிட்டு போகிறாங்க. அப்படின்னும் போது அந்த கேமுக்கான ஆடியன்ஸ் இல்லாமல் இருந்தாலும் ஸ்டேட் விசஸ் ஸ்டேட்டுன்னு வரும்போது அந்த கேமுக்கு வந்து பார்க்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஆடியன்ஸ் வந்து உருவாவாங்க. ஸோ அப்போ அந்த கேம் பிளே என்ன, ஸோ கேம் எப்படி இருக்குது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதை பார்க்கும்போது அவங்களுக்கு வந்து ஓரளவுக்கு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஆக ஸோ இதுக்கான ஆடியன்ஸும் உருவாவாங்க. ஸோ என்ன ஆகுனா கேம் வந்து இன்னும் டெவலப் ஆகிறதுக்கு வந்து நிறைய சான்ஸ் இருக்குது. ஸோ ஆல்மோஸ்ட் வந்து இப்போ வந்து வேலரண்ட் வந்து நல்லா டெவலப் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஈவெண்ட்லாம் நடக்கும்போது வந்து நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவல் போகிறதுக்கு நிறைய சான்சஸ் இருக்குது.
We are into gaming since 2006. Yeah, he is into CS, he is into CS, Flux also is into CS. So main thing was like FPS game. So that's why I thought I'll refer Stoner first because he is a amazing player. So yeah, that's why I referred him. These two are his teammates, so they got into it.
Honestly, for me, coming from mobile gaming to handling PC gamers, it was a great challenging task for me, but I'm confident enough that I've did a great job at managing these people, because with the help of support from Mr. Gnanashekhar, our CEO of Team Tamiraz, and Kilua and Stoner too had been a great pillar of support for me in handling PC gamers. It's a really great task, challenging task only, seriously. I find it, the PC games are a completely unique thing which has to be cherished by more number of peoples in and around India, because in PC gaming esports is still budding stage in India. I hope in coming near future esports is a big thing, especially Valorant is a big thing in PC esports, and scheduling the PC games is not a big task compared to what mobile gaming I do in mobile gaming, because in PC gaming it's not like more of a organizations are doing it in a very scheduled manner already, and Stoner is really helpful for me in many places. He is really helping out in registering events or for even representing, so it's really useful. And Spencer, we've got a new manager for us. He's also taking care of our maintaining our record schedules and all, and I'm really used to it. I'm really good at it too, so it's not a big deal for me scheduling the events. It was technically not my idea entirely. Picking up this Valorant team is more of a group discussion between myself, Gnanashekhar, our CEO, and Kilua. We thought Valorant was coming up on top, suddenly popping up on everywhere. Major organizations like Skyesports started hosting bigger events with bigger prize pool. So we thought of looking for better players in and around Tamil Nadu, because we represent Team Tamil Nadu. We were confident enough to get good PC gamers, and lucky enough, our Kilua, who managed to get some great players around FPS gaming. ஸோ இந்த கொஷனுக்கு நான் ஆன்சர் பண்ணணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் பிகாஸ் ஐ பர்சனலி ஃபீல் Chennai audience, Chennai fans has an emotional connect over the players, be it a sports or an esports, be it Chennai in FC or Chennai Super Kings. Players கூட ஒரு emotional connect எப்பவுமே ஃபேன்ஸுக்கு இருக்கு. And I've seen that over the last couple of years in Team Tamilas, and it is being carried forward. Now Skyesports is organizing a city versus city concept ஒரு event, Skyesports League 2020. This will be a huge hit because especially coming to Chennai, our audience எனக்கு கண்டிப்பாக கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டாக இருக்கேன் நான் that Chennai audience and Tamil audience will be supporting, giving a huge support for these 10 Chennai teams, and these will be the 5 players who will be representing for Team Chennai, Stoner being the IGL and Flex and Rafaa, although also along with the influencers MidFail and Mr. Spray. So I hope this team makes a big impact in the event. To the audience, நான் ஒண்ணே தான் சொல்லிக்க விரும்புகிறேன், வழக்கம் போல் TTOP போட்டு கமெண்ட்லாம் தெரிக்க விடணும், போடு தைட தைட.
Yeah, first of all, I have to thank Skyesports for inviting me as an influencer for Team Chennai. Yeah, இது வந்து ஒரு பெரிய எமோஷனல் ஒரு இதுதான் கைஸ், பிகாஸ் டீம் தமிழாஸ்ல இருந்து அண்ட் ரெப்ரசன்டிங் மொபைல் டீம் இன் பப்ஜி அண்ட் திருப்பி வந்து நம்ம வேலரண்ட் டீம் இன் டீம் தமிழாஸ் பாய்ஸோட சேர்ந்து ஆஸ் எ டீம் சென்னையாக நம்ம ரெப்ரசென்ட் பண்ணுறது ஒரு ஹாப்பி ஃபார் ரெப்ரசென்டிங். அண்ட் கண்டிப்பாக எனக்கு கான்ஃபிடென்ட் இருக்குது நம்ம பாய்ஸ் வந்து கண்டிப்பாக டைட்டில் அடிப்பாங்கன்றது. அண்ட் என்னோட ஃபுல் சப்போர்ட் இன் கேம் அண்ட் அவுட் சைட் தி கேம் கண்டிப்பாக இருக்கும். அண்ட் தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் இன்வைட்டிங் மீ. As of now, I'm not focusing in experimenting in new agents, and yeah, from starting I used to play in Breach, so sure I will support my team with Breach character.
Phoenix is my main agent, and for this Skyesports League 2020 I'm practicing Omen for the team. Of course it gives me huge confidence, but at the same time I feel there is a certain pressure, it puts on certain pressure on me to perform at the level which my fans expect. But எனக்கு நம்பிக்கை இருக்குது என்னால் பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ண முடியும்ன்ட்டு, அண்ட் ஃபேன்ஸும் என்னை நம்புவாங்கன்னு எனக்கு கன்ஃபார்மாக சொல்லுவேன். ஓகே பாய்ஸ், எல்லோரும் லைவ் ஸ்ட்ரீமுக்கு மறக்காமல் வந்துருங்க. சாட் ஃபுல்லாக டிடிஓபின்னு தான் இருக்கணும், அண்ட் உங்கள் சப்போர்ட் எங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப தேவை. நீங்கள் சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுவீங்கன்னு எனக்கு நம்பிக்கை இருக்குது.
இந்த வாட்டி நான் வந்து இனிஷியேட்டர் ரோல் எடுத்திருக்கேன், சோவா ஆடலான்னு இருக்கேன். எப்போவுமே சென்டினல் தான் ஆடிட்டுருப்பேன். இந்த டோர்னமெண்ட்டுக்காண்டி நான் சோவா ஆடுறேன். டீமுக்கு ஃபஸ்ட்டு கேமுக்குள்ளே போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி வெளியே எல்லோரும் வந்து 5 பேராக டீமாக ஒரு மைண்ட் பீஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருந்தால் தான் விளாட முடியும் கேமுக்குள்ளே பீஸ்ஃபுல்லாக. ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு அதை நான் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிப்பேன் என் டீமுக்கு. முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு எவ்வளோ கம்ஃபர்டபுளாக இருக்க முடியுமோ அவ்வளோ கம்ஃபர்டபுளாக டீமை மாற்றிடுவேன் கேமுக்குள்ளே போகிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி. கேமுக்கு அப்புறம் நிறைய இருக்குது. இன்கேம் லீடர் வந்து நிறைய அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணணும், ஷார்ட்ஸ் கரெக்டாக கால் பண்ணணும், ரோல்ஸ் கரெக்டாக கொடுக்கணும். ஸோ அதெல்லாம் தான் ஒரு ஐஜிஎல் இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ். அண்ட் ஸ்ட்ரகிள் என்னென்னா, நான் வந்து கொஞ்சம் சாக்ரிஃபைஸ் பண்ண வேண்டியதாக இருக்கும் டீமுக்காண்டி. என்னால் ஸ்பெஷல் பிளேஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. இப்போது டியூலிஸ்ட் நீங்கள் எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா, டியூலிஸ்ட் வந்து ஃப்ரண்ட்டில் போய் நல்லா பிக் எடுக்கலாம், ஆனால் அது என்னால் பண்ண முடியாது. நான் வந்து ஒரு டீமுக்கு வந்து ஒரு சப்போர்ட் ரோலாகவும் ஒரு அவங்க எந்த சைடு போகணுன்னு தான் நான் கால் பண்ணுறேன். ஸோ அதுதான் எனக்கு ஸ்ட்ரகிளாக தெரியுது, வேறு ஒன்றும் இல்லை. ஃபேன்ஸ்க்கு வந்து என்னென்னா, நாங்கள் தோத்தாலும் ஜெயித்தாலும் எங்களுக்கு எப்போவுமே சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ டிடிஓபி ஆல்வேஸ்.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
So, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Dr. Dang, again, joined by Dinkar, and I welcome you to AMD Ryzen Presents Skyesports League 2020, powered by WD Black NVMe SSDs. So, the first map was Ascent. It went 13-6 to Rajasthan, but then Chennai came back fighting hard, and now the second map split went 13-11 in the favor of Chennai. So a much closer difference than what a lot of fans of Chennai would have expected, but a win nonetheless. Now we will be waiting on the map veto for the last map between both of these teams to figure out who is going to be taking those two essential points. Is it going to be Rajasthan to take them to a total of 4, or is it going to be Chennai who will be opening up their scoreboard for the first time, as the last two games they have not been able to pick any points up?
And Chennai certainly loves to take those games to third rounds. They love that exposure into the third round, and they showed that today as well. Even when they had the win in the bag, they did the same, and today again coming out on top in the second round. So let's see if they'll be able to close in on the third. I'm really looking forward to both the teams doing well. Thank you so much, Simple Sun, for the warm welcome. And yes, that's a very good speed. And when you get a Western Digital product, and when you get those NVMe speeds, you will be greeted with that kind of speed. Anyways, Lucifer, bro. The score is tied right now. This is a best of 3, with both of the teams, Chennai and Rajasthan, getting one each. First round was won by Rajasthan, second round was won by Chennai, and it was a very very close round. I mean, till the end of 20th round there was just 1 point separating the two teams. And we did see the kind of gameplay they can make. I mean, this guy, Deathmaker, he's a monster. You can see 176 kills, and that too with a KD of more than 2. That shows you the kind of intent he has got, and the kind of pressure he's putting onto his opponents. I mean, and if Deathmaker was alive in the last round after getting those 2 kills, it would have been a certainly different result. But when Deathmaker was done and dusted, I guess everybody knew that maybe Chennai is going to come back, because they certainly have got the numbers, they certainly have got the potential to do well. And we got a glimpse of it. We did get a glimpse of it. And when Flex got going, there was no stopping him. I mean, he was a totally different Flex. I mean, he was playing well in the first few rounds, but in the last few rounds, he was just amazing. He was the main difference maker there.
That is true. Flex certainly picked up momentum very soon and very quickly. And honestly speaking, for Team Chennai, that was very, very important, because if Flex or one of the players from Team Chennai did not, as you can say, step up, there would have been a big problem for them as well. But there you go, Rafaa, 130 kills, 132 deaths. So again, not having the best time, but MW1, 144 kills and 107 deaths. That is a very good ratio. So MW1, Rafaa, Flex, as well as Deathmaker are going to be the players that you should be looking out for, because they have definitely showed us that they are players who can make changes in their play style, who can make changes in their op selection, and suddenly change the game in their team's favor.
Yeah, they certainly can, and we know what they can bring to the table. And if you talk about Smile, he's certainly certainly surprised with those insane stats. And everyone will be maintaining a 2 KD in these kinds of tournaments, I mean, that's amazing, and he has shown that what he's capable of, and he has certainly been the difference maker for his team. Even when his team won the first game, he was one of the top players, not one of the top players, but the top player, I would say. Anyways, it has been amazing game for both the teams. Chennai certainly loves to go into the third round. We have seen in the past as well, and today the same happening. Let's see if they can close in on a victory this time, because the third round, it hasn't been working too well for them. Even when they love it, the result hasn't been favoring them in the past few matches. So let's see if they can turn the tables today. I'm certainly expecting them to continue with the same kind of momentum, but Rajasthan coming with a setback, they were very close to victory, but after losing that, I hope they don't lose the morale that is needed now. For I mean, the morale is needed for both the teams, because the best of 3 has been converted to a best of 1 now, with both the teams taking one. But now it's going to be Haven and Chennai starting on the attacker side. Let's see who gets the victory.
Well, Chennai, they have not had the best time on Haven, to be honest. 13-2 was, I think, what happened to them on Haven when they played against Kolkata.
Yeah.
So, not the best history on Haven, but then Kolkata is a much different team compared to Rajasthan. Now, Rajasthan, they also have some bad memories on Haven, though for some different reasons. They were up 12-5, and then once they decided to go in for a rush against Team Kolkata, that was the end of them on that map. They lost that map 17-15 in overtime after Kolkata managed to get a comeback of 6 rounds in a row. So Chennai, they will definitely be up on morale, but Rajasthan, they are definitely a team who knows how to play Haven. And in fact, it was Kolkata who 13-2'd Chennai on Haven. So if Rajasthan was up 12-5, there is a lot that we can go on to say that Rajasthan knows how Haven is going to work. Chennai, they will just have to make sure that they do not fluster and throw rounds at this point.
And in that game when Chennai, when they were going in Haven and they lost 2-13, it was them starting on the attacker side. So it's not turning out too well for them. I do expect that they have, taken a lot out of that game. They know what needs to be done to not let that repeat. And I guess they certainly would have checked all the boxes. They would certainly know what went wrong, because that's a score you would never want to see on your side when you have such good players making that team up. But let's see right now. It's going to be Phoenix Deathmaker. I mean, I was waiting for him to come on that Phoenix. He has made the difference. I mean, in the past few games, he has been very good with Phoenix. I don't know for what reason he was not using it today, but finally, this is the Deathmaker who's coming back.
That is true. And Neo picking up the Sage, I expected a Sage to come out on Split, not so much on Haven, but I guess we will be seeing a Phoenix versus a Phoenix, because Rafaa has also locked in to the Phoenix, and we both know what Rafaa can do on the Phoenix, and we know what Deathmaker can do on Phoenix, Jet, Omen, Cypher, any operator that you put him on. So it will be very, very exciting and very interesting to see what is going to be happening, as the lineup from the side of Rajasthan has been locked in. It's going to be a Cypher on Snacks, Deathmaker on the Phoenix, Hevan on the Omen, Neo on the Sage, and MW1 on the Jet, while Tamilian J has locked into the Omen, Kilwa on the Sova. Stoner still making up his mind. There you go. The Cypher is going to be the confirmed pick for him. Flex on Jet and Rafaa on the Phoenix. So again, this is going to be a very, very interesting lineup for both these teams. The Sage not being in play for Team Chennai, I don't know how that is going to pan out. Sage might be a good pick, might not be a good pick, but again, that is something that only time will tell as this match proceeds.
A lot of changes are coming through, and Phoenix coming through as well. We didn't see Phoenix in the first 2 rounds, but I guess a lot of thinking has been put into this round, and that shows up. And this time it's going to be Phoenix on the both sides. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the result will be, and what these new picks, how will they influence the game. RP, thank you so much for coming in. Mukundan, I hope you are enjoying the stream. Simple Sun is here as well from a long time. He's certainly enjoying the stream. And yeah, Icebox is not in the tournament because, uh, before Icebox became mainstream, the tournament schedule and everything was decided. So you have to go on with that. But still, if you talk about Haven, both the teams, they are having some memories that they wouldn't want to go back to. Chennai certainly, that 213 game is something they would want to forget as quickly as possible. And Rajasthan, the comeback that came in from Kolkata, I mean, they were looking strong on Haven, but even after that 6 point lead on match point, they went on to lose the game. So yeah, that's one thing that even the whole camp of Rajasthan and their fans would like to forget. But let's see if they'll be able to create some new memories to actually to go away from those memories. But we'll have to see, we'll have to wait for that, as both the teams will get ready for another all in brawl from both the sides. I guess Chennai is looking for a seaside plant here. All the players are actually completely ready. They are not going for any split, and they have already started the proceedings. It's going to be Hewan trying to create some opening with those shots. Unfortunately, not able to do so. So I will be able to gather a lot of information here. But Hewan will certainly be trying to create some opening here. Hewan gets one. Will he get another? Yes, he's going for another. He gets two as well. But Kilwa is coming in with a retake. But the backup will be coming in from Rajasthan as well. Yes, the backup is coming in. Tamilans, I guess he's going for the plant. Neo will certainly get a kill off his own, going to go back, and there are a lot of utilities coming in from him as well. Snacks will go in. MW1 takes one kill as well. Flex takes down. Flex is definitely trying to continue the game from where he left in the last game, but it's going to be Rajasthan going away with the victory. A very good start, and I really like how Hewan played that game. He got 2 kills that allowed the full Rajasthan camp to come back in this game. And that's one of the things that I was really looking forward to. Hewan stepping up for his team. He did step up. He got those 2 kills. And on top of that also bought a lot of time so that his company can come in from the other side, and they certainly came in and made that work. So it's Rajasthan going away the first round, but will they be able to continue? That was a very good strategy. Chennai certainly, they are also looking very good with that plant. They were very quick with it, but the retake that came in from Rajasthan, it was just good enough.
That is true. Rajasthan starting things off on a roll. So they have gone in for a semi-forced half buy where Deathmaker is going to be the only player with the ghost, everyone else with full shields and specters except one player. So it looks like this is going to be an interesting one nonetheless, as Rajasthan looks to finish this map off soon. The smoke, the dark shadow in fact, is going to prevent the push coming in, but as we do that, Kilwa is just going to get deleted. Flex going to pick one up on Deathmaker as well, but Neo is going in for the backstab. It doesn't look like my bad. The Sage is going to be on defense. That is my bad. So MW1 in fact going in for the backstab, and he will get spotted. Now this is a 4-man push coming in. The last time this was done against Chennai, it did not go in well in the favor of Team Kolkata. The Jet comes in with the dash as MW1 will just look to make his way back. He will be holding a very sneaky and aggressive angle, but maybe his position has already been called out. Flex is going to pick one. There you go. MW1's position was already known. Hewan will come in. He'll pick up Stoner, but Flex is going to be on a 3k. He'll get rid of Neo as well. That Sheriff in this man's hand is proving to be a big problem for this team of Rajasthan. So he does still have the option of picking up the ace. The spike is in the control of the Cypher at long. Hewan is going to, sorry, that's the Omen. Hewan is going to drop his paranoia as a push should be coming in. Jet again with the dash. The 2 players are going to line up, and a 3-player lineup. Hewan is just going to pick up 4 kills in a matter of seconds and take another round for Team Rajasthan.
Hewan, come on, you don't need to live up to your name. It was just a Hewan performance coming in from Hewan, and he was just too good for the Chennai side. And it happened in the first game as well. Even with that pistol, he made the play. He got those 2 kills, and he's certainly stepping up again. I mean, I'm going to see a lot of hashtag Hewan in the coming in the chat. I'm just waiting for that play to go live, and then it will be all Hewan in the chat. And it was the kind of performance that takes in a lot of courage, and it actually deserves a lot of respect. Hewan, he has a lot of support coming in. Yes, I was talking about this. Kshitij coming in, Simpleson coming in as well. Suhas, thank you so much for coming in. So yeah, Lyrics also coming in. Thank you so much, Lyrics. And we talked about this, right? Hewan, he's a very good player, but he was not able to redeem himself too much. But he's making that play, and when it's needed the most for Rajasthan, he has got those 2 rounds. I guess the score line, which is on our screens right now, it's mostly Hewan who's making the difference right now. Flex takes down Deathmaker very early, but the Hewan from Rajasthan is still alive. Let's see what happens as Chennai has taken another kill. It's a 4v3, and Chennai is certainly making the play here. They are looking for a comeback. They have gone on to lose the first 2 rounds, but will they be able to come back? Hewan trying to make the play again, and he's trying to move in. It's Rajasthan versus Chennai, down to a 4v3 situation. Hewan going for that kill. He gets one. He gets another. Oh my god, Hewan. Somebody needs to calm this guy down. Somebody needs to nerf this guy, because the way he's playing in right now, it's all Hewan versus Chennai time and time again. He's stepping up, but Tamilian J, he will finish him off. He will shut him down. But I guess the job has been done. It's down to a 2v1. Let's see what happens. A 2v1 in favor of Rajasthan. Are they going to go away with another round? It looks like it. It's going to be Rajasthan. A third round to their favor.
Well, it looks like this will be a save from Tamilian J. Wants to hold on to that Vandal, possibly, not bleed his team's economy so much. But what a play coming in from Hewan. Perfect peaks. I thought that he did not have enough bullets in his mag to make that play happen. But look at that, 13 bullets, 3 bullets, and then another 5. And that was it. The team of Chennai was on the floor. Tamilian J did eventually get the kill, but it did not matter at that point. So
too late, yeah.
Yep, it was too late. Now, I think he got taken out pretty early trying to make the wall, possibly from an aggressive peek from window or something like that. But nonetheless, the Sage will definitely have to be an operator who is going to do quite a bit of heavy lifting, especially holding down sites, because she is in fact going to be the only person who can use her ultimate to revive a teammate.
I mean, let's see what happens as Flex is trying to make the play with that Blade Storm. We haven't seen a lot of that. Yes, we did see an amazing shot coming through, but let's see if he'll be able to recreate that. The dash comes in, Tailwind comes in, but will be shut down as soon as he goes in. Neo again making the play. I mean, Omen from Hewan, it's turning out to be too good of a pick. MW1 takes one. It's Rafaa who's going down. MW1 takes another. Tamilian J just lines him up in the line of fire, and Deathmaker goes away with another round. And I guess it's Deathmaker now stepping up. Hewan was not needed in this game, but it's never too much of that guy. We can see him doing that time and time again, but it's time for Chennai to step up as well, because if this goes on, I think it will be too late. Rajasthan taking 4 games on trot makes it a bit hard for Chennai, even if they are the comeback kings. If Rajasthan gets a 6-7 leads, it's going to be too much.
I get it, but Rajasthan and Chennai were in the same spot on the map of spread.
Yeah.
It was 4-0 before Chennai made it 4-4 and then eventually 6-6. So there is still that option for Chennai, but MW1 getting rid of Tamilian J, playing this very, very aggressively. I don't know how Chennai wants to do this, and it looks like old school Rajasthan is back. They are not looking to do what needs to be done or anything. They're just looking to play the super aggressive, but Rafaa is going to make a statement of his own. Deathmaker is going to fall. Looks like Cypher is still going to be on the cam. Hewan is going to get rid of Rafaa. Flex, he's just holding on. And as the push comes in, they both do not know that the player is going to be standing behind them, and Snacks is going to be getting a kill each. And there you go, the sneaky Snacks hiding in the corner, but looks like Kilua knows exactly where he is. The gun barrel is going to give away his position, but Snacks is still going to give in that gun fight. And 5-0 Rajasthan. Oh boy, that is difficult.
Everyone is stepping up for Rajasthan, I would say. They have all been charged up in the last break. It looks like it's... I mean, the trigger discipline from Snacks was also amazing. He waited for the right opportunity, took that 1 kill. Second kill came in as well. And then the third one, I mean, that was the most amazing out of all. It was a duel where Chennai side had the first sight of him. They had the advantage, but then, I mean, Snacks coming back very, very strongly. Another kill going to Snacks, a 3k coming in for him. I'm really, really impressed with how Snacks has turned out in this game specifically. I didn't see too much of him in the last 2 games, but this time he's certainly showing what he's capable of. And I'm really liking this play coming in from the complete Rajasthan team. Chennai, oh Chennai, will you come back? Kilua trying to go in. Yes, they are coming back. Rafaa takes one, but is it enough? The Phoenix play is coming in. Run it back coming through from Rafaa, but is his position revealed? It's going to be MW1 evening out the numbers. Phoenix is very low. low on health right now. MW1 taking 1, taking 2 as well. MW1 will try to move in. Rafaa still standing, not for long. He will be shut down. A 3k coming in from MW1. It's all Rajasthan here. It's going to be a 4v2 actually. Chennai down to 2. Cypher and Jet. A lot of work to be done. Will they be able to do so? I don't think so right now, just because Rajasthan is in a completely different form. Spike is in the hands of Cypher. Let's see if he'll be able to make the play. Flex is leading the charge. Flex has been the man of the moment for the last few rounds. I mean, not in this round, but in the last round. He was the man of the moment. He made the play. He's again coming out as he gets rid of Deathmaker. Down to a 2v3. Rajasthan is going down bit by bit. Chennai is standing up to the expectations. Down to a 2v3 where Flex is certainly going for a plant here. And Rajasthan, I guess they have read it. I think it's too early to call that. Cypher going in as well. Yeah, the plant has started, and now Rajasthan will start to bang in, come in. But will it be enough? They have the numbers, but are those numbers enough? Stoner will start to create some opportunities for his team. Rajasthan will be going for the diffuse. They have the numbers advantage, so that eases out a few things, but it's going to be Snacks taking that kill. MW1 has been shut down, but not for long. Hayan comes up again and shows what he can do, diffusing the spike, getting Rajasthan another round.
Well, that was a very good comeback again from this team of Rajasthan. I mean, sorry, a very nice retake. In fact, as they started the round off, they maybe lost their bearings in the middle when they lost Deathmaker, but it didn't matter too much after that because they were just able to play that off each other's backs and make sure that they got the win. So now a 6-round lead for Team Rajasthan. This is huge. They do have their ultimates ready, and I mean Stoner, Killua as well as Tamilian J, not so much for the Omen, but at least the Cypher. Oh, what a shot by Deathmaker. Flex.
Shut down.
Oh, that is going to hurt. That is not something that you will recover from very soon. But nonetheless, coming back to the point that I was making, with the Hunter's Fury as well as the Neural Theft, you will have the option of doing something that will change the way that a game is being played. But Deathmaker is going to use his run it back, in fact, and survive. Rafaa is going to get one on the Neo. Killua is going to get rid of Snacks as well. MW1 comes in from the back and pick up a 3k for himself, a 4k for himself, and shuts down this entire team of Chennai without even blinking an eye. He just walked in from short, picked 1, picked 2, picked 3, picked 4, and the round is over in the favor of Rajasthan.
I mean, where was Rajasthan all this time? This is a completely different Rajasthan we are seeing right now. They are dominating this completely, and nothing against Chennai, but you know, talk about this 7 rounds on trot for Rajasthan, and even if Chennai is able to get those first picks, they are not able to capitalize on that. Something is going wrong with them, and they have tried all in push time and time again. I would love it if they can spend a bit of time in middle, and that would ease out the things. Maybe get some more information. Rajasthan right now is on a rampage. Every one of them is stepping up. You know, you talk about MW1 taking those 3Ks, 4Ks, Hayan making the play, Deathmaker has always been on a high, and Rafaa, you know, he got Deathmaker very early again. Let's see if that works, but MW1, he's not stopping this time. He gets one as well. Flex with that Blade Storm. Let's see what he will be able to do. It's going to be Hayan who has been shut down. Stoner coming back very strongly. Maybe this is the start Chennai needed. Maybe this is the game Chennai is going to go away with. Let's see, is the 4v3 enough? But MW1 is still standing tall for his team. Flex is all ready with the Blade Storm. Neo will get one of his teammates back, and it's going to be Deathmaker who's going to come back in the game to even out the numbers. So very low on health, so that can be one thing that Chennai should work on. But still, it's a 4v4, and the post-plant situation certainly looks in the favor of Chennai, but Rajasthan has certainly been on a very different level. Flex takes down one. It's going to be MW1 on the receiving end of those shots. Tamilian J takes one as well, but Snacks comes back with one of his own. Tamilian J shuts down Neo, and he shuts down Snacks as well. It's going to be a 3k, I guess, for J, and he will be winning it. Finally, Chennai coming back in the game, and it's 7-1.
I mean, one round finally for Chennai. Tamilian J playing it very, very well. And the last time that I saw him play, he was still getting his bearings right about how Valorant is playing. His aim wasn't that good. He was not able to pick up the kills like this. He was not able to jiggle peek as well. But in 2-3 months, oh boy, I mean, what a player he has become. And certainly Chennai picked up that round only on the back of him, and that is pretty good. So till then, it is going to be another round where Rajasthan will be defending and Chennai will be attacking. No picks as of yet, but Rajasthan's Heman has picked up quite a bit of a damage. Looks like he will be teleporting back into C. They do have the Sage, so the heal can come in, but it could be dependent on if the Sage is kind of stuck doing something else.
I mean, let's see what happens, because it has been a turnover time and time again. Omen again up to full health, but they need Hewan to step up again, because when he steps up, it's all Rajasthan. Chennai also coming back very strongly in the last one. Kilwa, and you talk about Stoner, they have certainly been standing up when it's needed the most. They have got to apply the brakes on Rajasthan as quickly as possible. Kilwa will be trying to get that information, utilizing Sova. Tamilian G, on the other hand, he was the kind of performer that was much needed for Chennai. The Hunter's Fury will come in, and it's going to be Rafaa getting that first kill onto Hewan. Deathmaker gets 2 of his own to even out the numbers right now. Rajasthan, 4 men standing. Deathmaker gets another. It's a 4K for him. Will it be an ace? No, it's not going to be ace from him as Rafaa shuts down Strixx. Neo gets another. Amazing shots coming through from the amazing guy. Rajasthan going away with another round.
Well, that was Chennai. You picked up the round. That was very good. But again, you cannot be just hoping that individual plays are going to win you games, because Rajasthan, even though if they make individuals plays, it kind of works out for them. I don't know whether it can be that MW1 and Deathmaker are just having a better day in general, but every single time that an individual play has been made by Chennai, it works out 20% of the times, but the rest of the times they just get collapsed on, and that is not how you are going to be clawing back the win, clawing back the rounds that you have lost. 8-1 right now. The ball is in your court. The time is about to get over, as Hewan is going to be just hiding. Deathmaker and Neo going to pick one each, and 3v5. There you go. No, Neo, Deathmaker picking one each. Hewan picks another. Hewan gets the last kill as well. 9-1 Rajasthan. Chennai, you need to do something about this.
I mean, it's turning out to be all Rajasthan time and time again. Another amazing performance coming in from the Rajasthan camp. They shut down Chennai completely for the 9th time in the 10 rounds that we have seen. And the one round that Chennai won, it was also a cutthroat competition coming in from both the sides. Let's see what happens. Guys, no hate in the chat, but yeah, we are certainly the Rajasthan is certainly enjoying, Rajasthan fans actually certainly enjoying what Rajasthan is doing right now. Chennai, again, what is happening here? MW1 gets the operator, he gets another. It looks like it's just formality right now, but Stoner, he's definitely having some other plans. He comes in, gets a kill. Will it be another for Stoner? I mean, the economy also not favoring Chennai as of now, just because of the past rounds. Deathmaker taking one. Stoner trying to move in, getting that kill. Unfortunately, will miss out on the opportunities. Nax, I guess it was, who went on with that jiggle, will get another to get his team a victory. It's 10 Rajasthan, 1 Chennai, and Rajasthan is certainly looking to close it very early. I didn't expect it, just because of the kind of competition that we saw in the second round. I did expect this round to turn out in a much better way, but it's 10-1.
Well, 10-1, this is looking to be another remission, or rather a revision of what happened the last time Chennai came here. And honestly, they should not have come back here. This is not the map that favors them. This is not the map that they like to play. And as the peak comes in, MW1 is going to flick on Flex, and Flex his aim. Deathmaker going to pick up Stoner as well. Deathmaker going to pick up Kilua as well. Rafaa looking to make his way in, but he'll get taken out by Deathmaker. In a 4K for Deathmaker. Tamilian J is also going to fall. And what is going on? I have no idea.
I mean, it's not flicking, I guess it's flexing now, the kind of gameplay that is being shown right now. MW1 on the operator as well, and now the switch happens, but 10-point lead, it's going to be too much. And Chennai, they are certainly having nightmares in Haven time and time again. Last time they came in 13-2. This time also it's looking like it's 11-1 right now. It's going to be very tough for them to come back, and the probability of a comeback is close to nil right now. But I don't know what went wrong with Chennai, because they were certainly a very different team on a very different map, but this is not what I expected with the kind of gameplay they showed in the last game. You have Flex, then you have Rafaa as well, but everyone is switched off right now, and it's just that Rajasthan is turning out to be too good for them. Time and time again, they are taking those kills. Deathmaker will try to move in as well. MW1 will take another. I mean, there is nothing stopping these guys. Deathmaker will try to make the play here. He will try to shut down the Omen on the other side, but it's going to be Sova who will feel the wrath first, and then the Omen. I mean, we oof, come on, boy. Come on, Deathmaker. Have some mercy there. You don't have to do that. I mean, Omen should have taken that opportunity when one of his players was going down. He should have come in and should have supported that. Maybe that would have given them a better result, but that's not going to work here. Oh my, what was that shot, Deathmaker? He takes down Flex as well. 12-1, and I guess I'm afraid here, but I guess Chennai is going to repeat. I mean, what they did in Heaven last time.
I mean, if you are a player going up against Deathmaker, especially when he's tapping heads like this, I would definitely be scared. I mean, Flex, Flex is a great player. I'm not taking anything away from that, but the way that Deathmaker just absolutely demolished him, that is not something that you'll see every day, as Neo is going to play this aggressive along with Deathmaker. The curveball has already come in. MW1 is going to pick up Rafaa, so the Phoenix on the defensive team not having a great day. Omen's going to be holding a crossfire with the Sova, so this should be a difficult push for Deathmaker, but as we've seen, nothing is impossible. The curveball comes in. Is he going to check both these angles? No, he's going to try to go for the blaze wall. Gets taken out, as Tamilian J is going to be the person responsible for putting an end to Deathmaker for this round. But MW1 is not there to give up just yet. Flex is going to pick one onto Snacks as well. So a 3v3, two players on very low HP, the Jet as well as the Omen. Now MW1 looking to make this way in. Flex is going to pick one up as well, but Neo is going to get the trade. Now Killua picking up a kill as well. A 1v1 with the Sage. The Sage does have a slow out, but will she decide to go in for that? No, she is not going to go, but the Spectre is going to connect, as Rajasthan are going to win this map out 13-1. I think that is the biggest score difference that we have seen any team win with. 13-2 was the last one. It was on Haven. It was Kolkata versus Chennai. This time, unfortunately, this is 13-1. Rajasthan. The Rajasthan is just going to do that to Chennai again on this map of Haven.
Siddharth, it looks like it, the kind of performance they have shown. I mean, Chennai didn't have any answers. I mean, to whatever Rajasthan was doing, it was all yes, and yes for them. It doesn't matter wherever they were going. I mean, in defense, in attack, they were just too good for them. I mean, one after the other, round after round, it was all Rajasthan. I didn't expect it, after the second round that we had. I certainly didn't expect it. Even when we had the break, even if you would have asked me the predictions, I wouldn't have gone for that. I mean, 13-1, that's a totally different number after the second game.
I agree.
I'm shocked.
After what we saw in that game, I mean, I honestly don't know what to say. This is just, this is so tough for Chennai. They have lost 3 games in a row. There is no team who has done that. There are only 2 teams who have played 3 games. One is Bangalore, one is Chennai. Bangalore has lost 1-2, but Chennai losing 3. This is going to hurt a lot.
And what is there is one thing, that Chennai is the only team to win one round every time. It's not that they have gone on to lose 2 rounds on trot. It's not like they are having any one-sided game. Every game has been a close competition for them, but it's just that they are not able to finish well. We were talking about this even before the game started. They go towards the third round thinking that they would win, but it just doesn't turn out in their favor. It has never turned out in their favor. That's one thing I'm worried about right now. Aryan, just start doing what we are doing right now, and just to try doing it in small tournaments, and then you will be picked up by a lot of organizations. Thank you so much for coming in, Aryan. A winner, Rajasthan 2-1, but the kind of domination that was shown in the third round, I mean, it was out of the box. A very good performance coming in. Simple Son, thank you so much for enjoying the game with us. Ultra also coming in with a lot of comments. Thank you so much, Ultra, for joining in. We still have a lot of things for you guys. We'll have the top five players, top five fraggers, and then we'll have the points table on the screen as well. But it was an amazing game of Valorant.
I mean, Chennai, I just have to say that next time you get the option of banning a map, just ban Haven. Just ban Haven, because Kolkata, uh, Rajasthan, if it's not worked out for you, we know that Split was a very close map. It could have gone either way. It was just that Chennai came out on top. But Haven, it was not even close. It was, I mean, I am honestly, so as I said, the one round that Chennai won, it was on the back of a brilliant play coming in from Tamilian J. And had that not come
Yeah.
in, that round was probably going to the Rajasthan as well, and that would have been a 13-0. But Rajasthan Deathmaker, MW1, I mean, where where were these guys hiding when Rajasthan
Yeah, this
needed
is what
them
I'm
on
thinking.
Split? When you were needed on Split, where were you guys? And suddenly on Haven, you just start walking in without thinking too much, just aiming at heads, clicking heads. I don't know. It could be down to the fact that Rajasthan does not like the map of Split, but then that begs the question: why did they go against Kolkata on the map of Split? So that is something I guess we'll just have to know from the players themselves. But nonetheless, Rajasthan 2-1. Oh boy.
I mean, yeah. And yeah, Heaven on the Omen and Neo on the Sage. I guess that was a better combination. And that start, when they got it, it totally, demolished the morale of Team Chennai. JSK, thank you so much for coming in. I forgot to appreciate you. You were also coming in with a lot of good comments. I was watching them while casting the game. So thank you so much for all the love. And yes, the standings will be coming in a little while. So be with us for a little more time, and you will be greeted with the standings. Thank you so much. Aryan, actually, you can see the our faces and our images on screen, so that's a lot. We get a lot of credit. Even our Instagrams are mentioned just below our name. So thank you so much for thinking about us, Aryan. It's this is too much of a credit that you are giving us. But yeah, I mean, amazing game. And with I mean, the third game, it just finished off too quickly. Nobody would have wanted it.
I mean, yes. Uh, the third map between both these teams, honestly, I did not see this coming. And Chennai, I don't want to say it, but making their way into the semifinals for Chennai
Yeah.
is going to be very, very difficult. And even if it is possible, it is going to be dependent on the other teams messing up rather than Chennai being able to pick up the points needed to make their way into the semis. I mean, Chennai still has three matches, and they can pick up a total of 6 points. But 6 points is not going to be enough to get you into the top two that are going to qualify. And there you
Yes.
go. The updated standings are back. Rajasthan as well as Kolkata tied in the top in Group A, while Mumbai going to be the third team, or rather the second team, you might want to call it. But there you go. Team Chennai at the bottom, not just yet updated. They have played 3 games, in fact, and lost all three.
Yeah.
And that is tough. That is very, very tough.
Yeah, very well said, Dang. On spot right there. But you talk about the games, Rajasthan, they are certainly having a very good game. I mean, the first game wasn't too good for them, but after that, we are seeing a different Rajasthan, a more synergic Rajasthan. And thank you so much, Deadpool, Arpit, Siddharth, and Simple, and yeah, and JSK as well, for all the love that you have given us. And that appreciation, I mean, that actually keeps us going. um Mukundan, thank you so much for all the love as well. Team Chennai can make a comeback. The players have good coordination whatsoever. The odds were just not in their favor today. Very good, Aryan. That's the kind of support Chennai would want as well. And yes, they have players that can make a comeback. We saw how good Flex can be when he gets going in the last few rounds. When Rajasthan was trying to come back, he completely shut them down. It was just the wrong time and the wrong map for them. It was not the wrong team, but yeah, it was the wrong map. And but you know what happens after this? I guess a lot of teams, when it comes to picking the maps, they will be choosing Haven to give another nightmare to Chennai. So Chennai needs to work a lot on that thing that can work in their favor. So thank you so much for the compliments. I mean, uh, this is the maximum amount of compliments I have got in one game. So I'm very happy about it. I mean, jokes apart, you guys were awesome. I mean, we do it. We try to give our 110%. Sometimes some people like it. You cannot please everyone, but I'm very happy that most of you liked it and most of you are appreciating what we did. It means a lot, and I'm very happy. Dang, what do you have to say
I
about
mean,
that?
I'm happy as well. Dinkar is getting pampered quite a bit. But nonetheless, so now if we talk about what is going to be the future for both these teams, Rajasthan, they have 3 more matches, which means that they can pick up a total of 6 points each. Sorry, 6 points total, which can take their grand total to 10, which means that they will still have the possibility that they are in the top two, while Team Kolkata, they are sitting at 4 with just 2 matches played, so they can take this the whole they can go the whole route. They can go 12 points, which will honestly be very, very impressive, knowing that no team in Group A was strong enough to beat Kolkata. um, is going to be a big boost for them nonetheless. And in Group B, Punjab is going to be sitting in a pretty similar fate to what Chennai and Delhi are sitting. I mean, Delhi, they've only played one game, so you can't really say anything about it. We might just see them pick up pick up some points against some other team. But Punjab, they'll have to pick up the pace, because if they do not, they'll be in the spot that Chennai is right now, and that will be a tough spot to come up from.
And yeah, it will be a tough ask for them as well if you ask them to, move into the semifinals after losing of the first few games. Yes, Mukundan coming in with tomorrow will be come back. Mukundan, if you only do one comment, then also we'll be able to read it. Please keep it to one comment. And if you can come up with different comments, then I would certainly like it. Thank you so much for coming in. Let's see if Bangalore can make a comeback tomorrow. I mean, Bangalore certainly has what it takes. We have seen them do well against Hyderabad as well. They were able to go away with the first round. So that's something that went in their favor. It was bind 13-10, I guess, when they won against Hyderabad. So yeah, that they have the potential. We have seen a lot from them. Lyrics has been with us with throughout the stream as well. Lyrics, thank you so much for the love and support. You can be a little itchy sometimes against the other team, but yeah, you are a good sport as well. You have supported us throughout. Again, the complete game, you were a very good sport. Thank you so much for the love and support. Lyrics, Zahid, thank you so much for coming in as well. But talking about the game itself, it was, I mean, if we leave out the third round, it was a very good competition. Let's just leave the third round for a bit and talk about the competition that was there. Second round, a cutthroat competition. After 20 rounds, nothing was able to separate the two teams. It was just 1 or 2 points. So that shows you the kind of confidence these two teams had. But I guess everything changed in the third one.
I mean, yes, that is true. And I mean, I don't know what to say, because if I do say that, fine, we will not be looking at the map of Haven, and we look at just Split, and we just look at Ascent. Ascent was also kind of one-sided. It was 13-6. Yes, there were 6 rounds taken, but it was still not the kind of competition that you would be expecting from a team like Chennai to put in. Split, yes, I definitely agree that that was a very, very good map coming in from Team Chennai. In fact, I did not expect them to do that, but they still did that, because after Ascent, I thought that Team Chennai may be a little low on steam and they might not be able to do it. But forget steam, they were just a complete freight train, and they walked through Rajasthan, especially in those last two 3 rounds on Split. But then Haven, I mean, they just kind of trailed off. It was, I don't know what to say.
I mean, we have seen Chennai not do so well on Haven, and it did turn out the same way today as well. Let's see what happens. Lyrics again coming out with some amazing lines, but since they are in Hindi, this is not the right stream for them. Anyways, thank you so much, Lyrics, for coming in. I was certainly enjoying your comments throughout the game, and we have to leave out Haven when there is a Chennai game, because it looks like it is kind of unfortunate that Haven comes in and changes everything. Chennai doesn't look like the team they are. It doesn't allow them to show their full potential. But again, if you are a good team, you need to be good on every point. So I guess Chennai needs to work on Haven, and there is no going back from there.
I agree with you. If Chennai wants to do anything, the least that they will have to do is pick up the next three games that they have. I mean, it's going to be against Kolkata, Rajasthan again, as well as I think it is Delhi. No, it's not Delhi in their group. Who is the third team in their group?
In which group?
In Group A.
In Group A, it's Mumbai.
Oh yes, it's Mumbai. So yes,
Yeah.
so they have lost against all three teams. This time they'll have to make sure that they win against all those three teams, because as I have stated countless number of times, um, they just need to make sure that they do that. That is the only way that they can have a hope of making it in the semis. But otherwise, it's pretty cutthroat. And if you look at Kolkata, they have won both their games. They have won against Mumbai. They've won against they've won against Chennai, and they've won against Rajasthan as well, on the back of an amazing comeback, in fact. So the rematch between Rajasthan and Kolkata will be a place where Rajasthan can get revenge, or Kolkata can just kind of supersede them and be like, we were still the better team, and take it again. But the game between Chennai and Mumbai is going to be important, because Chennai will need to have a start from somewhere where they can start to pick up points. And I think that right now, Chennai versus Mumbai should be a game that Chennai should take the next time that they play against each other.
Yeah, let's see what happens, because still a lot of hope left for them if they can go on to win 3 games. And then also they'll have to depend on other teams to win their games as well, and to lose a certain, there will be a lot of calculations going on. But it's going to be tough coming back from this setback, losing 3 rounds on trot. But Chennai certainly has it. I mean, it's just Haven that is stopping them from doing so. It was the same thing in the last game as well. And yeah, please don't spread any hate in chat, guys. Please, thank you so much for joining in, and thank you so much for the kind of support. But please don't say unnecessary thing. Thank you so much for the work. And yeah, talking about the game itself, Haven has been a point where Chennai needs to work on. Other than that, they are a tremendous team. They have made the play work. Things have gone on in their favor. Let's see if they will be able to come back in the next 3 games. It's going to be hard, but it's not impossible. They are certainly a team who can come back.
That is true. Chennai, they can definitely uh, do that as well, but it will be the balls right now going to be in the court of Mumbai, because, in the court of Chennai, because if they do not do anything about it, it's going to be difficult. Let's just say that. Now, tomorrow's schedule is going to be Delhi taking on Team Bangalore, a game that is very important for Delhi. They've lost their first game, but they'll have to definitely make sure that they can pick up where they have left off. Bangalore already sitting on the top in Group B. They have the chance to take the lead against Team Hyderabad, but will they do it? Because Team Delhi is definitely not going to be keeping it easy for them.
It's not going to be easy, but easier things don't get you the championships. Easier things don't get you the prize. So yeah, the next game is going to be Delhi versus Bengaluru. Both of the teams need to do a lot of work. Both of the teams, they need a win in the back, so that they can just go on closer towards semifinals, because only 2 teams from both the groups can make it to the semifinals. Let's see what happens, and if any of the teams can go in.
That is true. I mean, um, Mumbai versus Kolkata will be the game on 13th. So that is the game that will be day after tomorrow. So there you go. Mumbai having the option to pick up some points against Kolkata, who has definitely been one of the strongest teams in the region, especially in their group. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting. What is going to be happening uh, is something that we'll have to wait and watch on the 13th.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and watch. And action certainly has been coming our way time and time again. Mumbai also, they have they had have their ups and downs, winning some, losing some. Kolkata certainly a very good team, and they are a team that I'm looking forward to. They have shown a few very good comebacks. We have seen that happen. Top five players coming in through as well. Deathmaker making his way to the top with a very good lead on MW1. MW1 was also very good today. 195-92 coming in for him. The 2 KD is very close to going down now, but yeah, he's still maintaining that with one extra kill. Yeah, he's maintaining that with actually 11 kills. I'm sorry for that. So yeah, he has a very good lead, and he will be able to maintain this 2 KD, I guess, in the next game as well, just because of the kind of gameplay he's showing in. Rafaa making it to the top four, not the best of the days for Rafaa, because of the kind of player he is. Flex certainly had his good parts and the bad parts as well, but when he had his good parts, he certainly made sure that Chennai is going to go over the line. Skills again, still maintaining his position in top five. He will close in on that gap tomorrow. Bangalore has a game tomorrow or day after tomorrow. It's Bangalore has
Bangalore has
tomorrow, right?
tomorrow. Yeah,
So
Bangalore's
yeah,
game is tomorrow.
Skills is going to try to close in on the distance. Deathmaker again maintaining that 2 KD in this kind of competition, it's very hard. And with MW1 stepping up as well, he has also made sure that he maintains it, and he has also made sure that his teams gets over the line every time he plays.
Well, yes, that is definitely true. And just looking at what Deathmaker is doing in this competition is honestly amazing. Like again, he's just increasing his KD to more than 2 at this point. He's not even trying to
Yeah.
maintain it at 2. He's just going over 2 at this point. And skills, he was at the top of the leaderboard. Now he's at the bottom. He's at 5th position. Rafaa, Flex, and MW1. I mean, we saw Rafaa already be a part of the leaderboard. Flex was not. Flex is the new entry to the leaderboard, so that is pretty cool. MW1 also, we saw him on the leaderboard once. Now he's shifted his way up. But Deathmaker, after every single play day, the man is just sitting at the top. Like, there's no one even close to him.
Yeah, and he's extending that lead time and time again. He's just going on and on and on, and there is no going back for Deathmaker. And he's having a very good lead as well. So that's something that Deathmaker would enjoy. So the third game, I did expect it to go for a little longer time, but yeah, it finished quite early, just because of the kind of play Rajasthan showed, just because of the kind of domination they showed, and that showed in the top five leaderboard as well. Deathmaker having that kind of lead. Rajasthan also very comfortable in the table, in the points table in their group. They have tied the scores with Kolkata. Kolkata certainly has been a very good sport as well. If you talk about them, they have been getting their wins, and they have got a fair share of comebacks as well. So it was a day full of a lot of actions. It was a day which will be hard to forget. And for Chennai fans, it's going to be even harder to forget, just because of the nightmare they got in Haven. But again, Rajasthan did go pretty well. They were very close to victory, and the game went uncomfortably close for them. So that will be it for today. We will be moving on to more action tomorrow at I guess it's going to be 2 p.m. So if there are any changes, then we'll be announcing that early. Saying thank you so much for joining. This will be your host Dinkar Chaudhary signing off with Dr. Dan.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a zero becomes a one, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Drop it.
Oh my god.
Enemies ahead!
I'm back at him, I'm back strong.